come and envision where we are headed. As we remember the legacy we have built, we continue to live by the belief of being the light of the world and the salt of the earth, a guiding principle that had shaped our organization over the decades. With this inspiring thought, we extend a heartfelt welcome to each one of you on this special occasion. Foundation Day is not just a day to remember our beginnings, but also to honor those who have been part of this remarkable journey. It is a moment to pay tribute to the contributions, the dedication, and unwavering commitment of all those who have been instrumental in shaping BIS into what it is today. While today it is about cherishing the past, it is equally about looking forward to a future filled with new milestones, greater achievements, and continued excellence. With immense pride and gratitude, I, Harshada Patil, along with my co-host Shrishti, welcome you all to this momentous celebration. Let's come together to celebrate this incredible journey and look ahead to a future filled with purpose and promise. Let's make this day truly inspiring. To officially commence today's program, let me begin by extending a warm and heartfelt welcome to the esteemed dignitaries who will grace this special occasion with their valuable presence and insight. First and foremost, we are privileged to have with us today our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Sachin Kore, Director, Veer Mata Jijabai Technological Institute, Mumbai. May I now invite Sri Sanjay Goswami sir to kindly extend a warm welcome to our chief guest. It is my privilege to introduce to you our distinguished guest of honor, Srimati Shraddha Rane, Secretary General, Indian Chemical Council, Mumbai, a person of remarkable achievements and a true inspiration to all. May I now invite Sri Pinaki Gupta sir to kindly extend a warm welcome to our guest of honor. It is my privilege to introduce to you our distinguished guest of honor, Dr. Narendra Gangal, Vice President, Quality Assurance, Total Quality Management and Analytical Research, NOCI Limited, Mumbai. His presence is a testament to his commitment to work, and we look forward to the insights and wisdom he will share with us today. May I now invite Srimati Prem Sajini ma'am to kindly extend a warm welcome to our guest of honor. I now request Sri Sanjay Goswami sir, Deputy Director General of Western Region, to accept a floral welcome from Dr. Anil Khapre sir. We also have the honor of welcoming distinguished officers from the Bureau of Indian Standards. Shri Pinaki Gupta Sir, Scientist EN Head, Mumbai Branch Office 1, Srimati Prem Sajini Ma'am, Scientist EN Head, Mumbai Branch Office 2, and Dr. Anil Khapri Sir, Scientist EN Head, Western Regional Laboratory. With great respect, let us welcome them with a big round of applause. We are deeply honored to welcome esteemed dignitaries, industry leaders, and all our distinguished stakeholders. Today, we gather to foster meaningful dialogue, exchange invaluable insights, and share experiences that will guide us towards building a more sustainable and prosperous future. To officially mark the commencement of today's celebration, we will now light the ceremonial lamp, a timeless symbol of knowledge, wisdom, and prosperity. May I kindly invite our esteemed dignitaries on the dais to step forward and illuminate the lamp, signifying the inauguration of this special occasion. As we light the lamp, let us reflect upon the beautiful verse. Shubha karoti kalyanam, aryogya dhan sampada, shatru buddhi vinashaya, deepa jyoti namastute. We bow to the light that bestows prosperity, good health, and abundance, while dispelling negativity and ignorance. Thank you to all our honored guests for this graceful gesture, symbolizing the dawn of a day dedicated to the exchange of ideas, innovation, and shared knowledge. Let this light inspire us to move forward with purpose and positivity. Music is the language of the spirit. Where words leave off, music begins. To set a harmonious tone to today's proceedings, we invite you to join us in listening to the BIS Manak Geet.
विचार नवे, संधान नवे, नवे कौशल्यांचे आयाम.
आम्ही जाऊ जितेच्या मार्गाने, समते आपला असो.
गगनाला गायचे आहे,
विश्वास जागवायचा आहे.
प्रत्येक सुंदर इंद्रधनुष्य पृथ्वीवर आणायचे.
कुछ रचना है,
कुछ सचना है,
कुछ रचना है,
कुछ सचना है,
कुछ रचना है,
कुछ सचना है. नई राह बनानी है.
Thank you all for your kind attention as we move forward with today's program. It is my honor to now invite Shri Sanjay Goswami Sir, Deputy Director General, Western Region, to deliver the welcome address and share his valuable thoughts on the theme Standards for a Stronger Nation.
डॉक्टर सचिन दी कोरे, निदेशक वीर माता जीजाभाई टेक्नोलॉजिकल संस्था, श्रीमती श्रद्धा राणे, महासचिव भारतीय रसायन परिषद, डॉक्टर नरेंद्र डी गंगल, उपाध्यक्ष नोसिल लिमिटेड, एवं यहाँ उपस्थित सभी अतिथियों का भारतीय मानक ब्यूरो के 78वें स्थापना दिवस पर हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूँ. यह मेरे लिए बहुत ही हर्ष का विषय है कि आज हम आप सबके साथ मिलकर हमारा स्थापना दिवस मना रहे हैं. आज हम एक ऐसे विषय पर चर्चा करने जा रहे हैं जो हमारे दैनिक जीवन से लेकर राष्ट्रीय विकास तक हर स्तर पर महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाता है. गुणवत्ता का मानक तय करना और उसे बनाए रखना किसी भी विकसित राष्ट्र की पहचान होती है और इसी दिशा में भारत ने भी अपनी एक मजबूत संस्था की स्थापना की है. आज मैं आप सभी के समक्ष भारतीय मानक ब्यूरो की यात्रा और उपलब्धियों के बारे में कुछ महत्वपूर्ण बातें रखना चाहूँगा. भारतीय मानक ब्यूरो की स्थापना जनवरी 1947 में हुई, जो उस समय भारतीय मानक संस्थान इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड्स इंस्टीट्यूशन के नाम से जानी जाती थी और डॉक्टर लाल सी वर्मा इसके प्रथम निदेशक बने. हमारे लिए ये बहुत ही गौरव की बात है कि हमारा पहला मानक IS 1 भारतीय राष्ट्रीय ध्वज के लिए था, जो 1951 में प्रकाशित हुआ. वर्ष 1955 में हमने अपना पहला प्रमाणन लाइसेंस मैसर्स एल्युमिनियम इंडस्ट्रीज लिमिटेड केरला को दिया. हमारी प्रमाणन क्षमता को बढ़ाने हेतु 1963 में दिल्ली में हमारी पहली प्रयोगशाला स्थापित की गई और 1986 में एक महत्वपूर्ण मोड़ आया जब भारतीय मानक ब्यूरो अधिनियम पारित हुआ और जो हमारा इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड्स इंस्टीट्यूशन ISI था वो BIS में परिवर्तित कर दिया गया, ब्यूरो ऑफ इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड्स. इस परिवर्तन के बाद हमारी संस्था ने तेज़ी से प्रगति की और विभिन्न क्षेत्रों में अपनी उपस्थिति दर्ज कराई. जैसा कि बहुत लोग जानते हैं, ISO 9001, ISO 9001 जो हमने भारतीय मानक के रूप में भी अपनाया हुआ है, ISO 9001 एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण मानक है. ये गुणवत्ता प्रबंधन पद्धति के ऊपर है और इसके तहत हमने प्रबंधन पद्धति प्रमाणन जो है 1991 वर्ष में शुरू किया और आज हम तकरीबन 20 अलग अलग प्रबंधन पद्धतियों का प्रमाणन कार्य करते हैं. वर्ष 2000 में हमने सोने के आभूषणों पर हॉलमार्किंग योजना शुरू की, जिससे आभूषण क्षेत्र में एक नया मानक स्थापित किया और 2005 में हमने चांदी की वस्तुओं पर भी यह प्रमाणन शुरू किया. वर्ष 2012 में इलेक्ट्रॉनिक और IT उपकरणों के लिए अनिवार्य पंजीकरण योजना आरंभ की गई, जिससे कि हम सभी के रोज़ काम में आने वाले इलेक्ट्रॉनिक उपकरण जैसे मोबाइल, लैपटॉप, टीवी का प्रमाणन किया जाता है। इस अनिवार्य पंजीकरण योजना के माध्यम से भारतीय मानक ब्यूरो भारत सरकार के मेक इन इंडिया प्रोग्राम में प्रोत्साहन और सहयोग देता है। इसके बाद वर्ष 2016 में एक नया अधिनियम आया जिससे BIS को भारत का राष्ट्रीय मानक निकाय घोषित किया गया, द नेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स बॉडी ऑफ इंडिया। डिजिटल युग की चुनौतियों को स्वीकार करते हुए जुलाई 2020 में तत्कालीन सेंट्रल मिनिस्टर श्री रामविलास पासवान जी के द्वारा हमने BIS केयर ऐप लॉन्च की। इस ऐप के द्वारा उपभोक्ता किसी भी ISI प्रमाणित वस्तु, हॉलमार्क वस्तु या कंपलसरी रजिस्ट्रेशन स्कीम की वस्तुओं को लेते हुए जान सकते हैं। इसके साथ ही अगर कोई अपनी शिकायत भी दर्ज करना चाहें तो इस ऐप के थ्रू अपनी शिकायत भी वो लोग दर्ज कर सकते हैं। वर्ष 2021 में एक महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय लेते हुए भारत सरकार के आदेश द्वारा 256 जिलों में हॉलमार्किंग को अनिवार्य कर दिया गया था। हॉलमार्किंग सिर्फ सोने के आभूषणों पे, और आज की तारीख में 361 जिलों में हॉलमार्किंग अनिवार्य है। आज भारतीय मानक ब्यूरो सिर्फ राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर ही नहीं, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर भी मानकीकरण और प्रमाणन कार्य में काफ़ी एक्टिव है। हम फाउंडर मेंबर हैं इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फॉर स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन, जो कि एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मानकीकरण संगठन है जिसके करीब 200 से ज़्यादा देश मेंबर हैं। और इसकी जब स्थापना की गई थी 1947 में, तब भी हम इसके मेंबर थे और फाउंडर मेंबर के रूप में हमें जाना जाता है। और इसके तहत हम हर वर्ष विश्व मानक दिवस, जो कि 14 अक्टूबर को होता है, वो भी हम मनाते हैं। दूसरे देशों में जो हमारे जैसे संस्थान हैं जिनमें मानकीकरण का कार्य होता है राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर, नेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स बॉडीज़ जो हैं दूसरे देशों की, उनके साथ भी तकरीबन 38 डिफरेंट नेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स बॉडीज़ के साथ हमने एक MOU साइन किया हुआ है, जिसके तहत हम आपस में तकनीकी जानकारी का आदान प्रदान करते हैं और ऐसे मानक बनाते हैं जो हमारे आपस के देशों में हमारी और उनकी इंडस्ट्री लागू कर सके, जिससे हमारे व्यापार को बढ़ावा मिले और भारत में विश्व स्तरीय उत्पादन हो सके। इसी तरह से एक और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय संस्था है जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और इलेक्ट्रिकल्स के क्षेत्र में मानक बनाती है, जिसका नाम है इंटरनेशनल इलेक्ट्रोटेक्निकल कमीशन। इसके भी हम फाउंडर मेंबर हैं और मुझे बताते हुए अत्यंत हर्ष हो रहा है कि भारत में 8 से 19 सितंबर 2025 तक इनकी IEC की जनरल मीटिंग्स, जो 89th मीटिंग है इनकी, वो हमारे देश में हो रही है दिल्ली में। और 2012 में भी हमने इनकी मीटिंग्स को हमने किया था दिल्ली में ही। तो इसके बारे में एक जानकारी शायद आपके फोल्डर्स में भी दी गई है। तो और इसके बारे में शायद मेरे आगे के वक्तव्यों में भी हमारे जो सहयोगी इनके ऊपर और चर्चा करेंगे। इस कार्यक्रम के तहत जो हमारा IEC जनरल मीटिंग्स हैं, उनके तहत तकनीकी बैठकें, कार्यशालाएं, एक प्रदर्शनी और अन्य कार्यक्रम शामिल होंगे जो इलेक्ट्रोटेक्निकल मामलों में वैश्विक महाशक्ति के रूप में भारत की भूमिका को रेखांकित करेंगे। ऊर्जा उत्पादन, नवीकरणीय प्रौद्योगिकियां और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स विनिर्माण में भारत का नेतृत्व भारत मानकों को अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मानकों में बदलने के लिए एक अनूठा मंच प्रदान करता है। IECGM भारतीय हितधारकों के लिए वैश्विक मानवीकरण में सक्रिय रूप से भाग लेने का एक महत्वपूर्ण अवसर होगा, जिसमें इलेक्ट्रोटेक्निकल मानकों में भारत का योगदान बढ़ेगा। इससे भारत मंडपम में 15 से 19 सितंबर 2025 तक एक प्रदर्शनी भी होगी जो भारतीय स्टार्टअप, शिक्षाविदों और अनुसंधान संस्थाओं को नवाचारों को प्रदर्शित करने का मौका प्रदान करेगी। यह आयोजन वैश्विक उद्योग के नेताओं के साथ मूल्यवान नेटवर्किंग को बढ़ावा देगा, जो स्वच्छ ऊर्जा, स्मार्ट शहरों और टिकाऊ प्रौद्योगिकियों में नेतृत्व करने के भारत के लक्ष्य के साथ संरेखित होगा। भारतीय मानक ब्यूरो का मुख्यालय दिल्ली में है और हमारे पास पूरे भारत में 5 क्षेत्रीय कार्यालय हैं जो कि दिल्ली, चंडीगढ़, मुंबई, कलकत्ता, चेन्नई में स्थापित हैं। और इसके अलावा हमारे पास 38 शाखा कार्यालय हैं जो पूरे भारत में मानकीकरण एवं अन्य कार्यों को करती हैं। साहिबाबाद में स्थित हमारा केंद्रीय प्रयोगशाला के साथ हमारी कुल 10 प्रयोगशालाएं हैं और लगभग 300 बाहरी प्रयोगशालाओं को भी टेस्टिंग के लिए हमारी मान्यता प्राप्त है। वर्तमान में BIS ने 23,000 से ज़्यादा मानकों को स्थापित किया है और 49,000 से ज़्यादा उत्पाद प्रमाण पत्र जारी किए हैं, प्रोडक्ट सर्टिफिकेशन लाइसेंस दिए हैं। हॉलमार्किंग के क्षेत्र में पूरे भारत में 1,96,000 से ज़्यादा ज्वेलर्स ने हमारा हॉलमार्किंग का लाइसेंस ले रखा है। तो जो हॉलमार्किंग करने में जो हमारे जो लैब्स हैं, जो एसिंग एंड हॉलमार्किंग सेंटर्स के नाम से जाने जाते हैं, वो भी करीब हमने 1600 को रिकॉग्नाइज 1600 से अधिक ऐसी सेंटर्स को रिकॉग्नाइज कर रखा है। इसी तरह 25,000 से ज़्यादा लाइसेंस हमारी रजिस्ट्रेशन स्कीम के अंदर हैं। हमारा जो कार्य है वो सिर्फ भारत में फैला हुआ नहीं है, पूरे विश्व में फैला हुआ है। हमारे यहाँ बाहर से भी वस्तुएं आती हैं जिनके ऊपर कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स ऐसे हैं जिनके ऊपर भारतीय सरकार ने प्रमाणन को अनिवार्य कर रखा है। पूरी दुनिया में भी हमने इनके लिए लाइसेंस दे रखा है। दूसरे देशों में जो हमारी फॉरेन मैन्युफैक्चर सर्टिफिकेशन स्कीम के तहत आते हैं उनको ये लाइसेंस उस स्कीम के तहत दिया गया है। इससे हम ये निश्चित करते हैं कि जो भी उत्पाद या सेवाएं भारत में प्रदान की जा रही हैं उनकी गुणवत्ता को बिल्कुल अच्छा रखा जाए और लोगों की ज़रूरतों के मुताबिक वो कार्य करें। और पिछले 5-6 वर्षों में, जैसे हम 78 वर्ष से हैं वजूद में, लेकिन पिछले 5-6 वर्षों से हमने जो है अपने स्टेक होल्डर्स के साथ एंगेजमेंट जो है बढ़ाने की बहुत कोशिश की है और इसी के तहत हमने कई कदम उठाए हैं, जिसके तहत हम उपभोक्ताओं, छात्रों, सरकारी संस्थानों और उद्योगों के साथ जुड़ने के लिए हमने नए नए कार्यक्रमों और नए नए कार्यों को शुरुआत किया है। उपभोक्ताओं के लिए तो नई पहल मैंने आपको बताई कि जो हमारा BIS केयर ऐप है एक, वो हमने शुरू किया। इसके अलावा जो हम पहले भी करते आ रहे थे, उपभोक्ता जागरूकता के लिए हम बहुत तरह के कार्यक्रम करते हैं। वो हम हाउसिंग सोसाइटीज़ में जाकर उपभोक्ता संगठनों के साथ मिलकर भी तरह तरह के जागरूकता कार्यक्रम हम करते रहते हैं। उपभोक्ताओं और उद्योगों के साथ साथ हम छात्रों के साथ भी निरंतर संवाद बनाए रखते हैं और एजुकेशन आउटरीच कार्यक्रमों के माध्यम से गुणवत्ता की जागरूकता को बढ़ावा देते हैं। इसके तहत हमने स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन क्लब जो स्कूलों और कॉलेजों में हैं वो किए हैं काफ़ी सारे। तो 10,000 से ज़्यादा स्टैंडर्ड क्लब हमारे पूरे भारत में हैं। इसी के साथ हमने जो है, क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं कि जो हमारे प्रीमियर टेक्निकल और एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं उनके साथ भी हमारा जो है मानकीकरण का जुड़ाव रहे और वहाँ पढ़ने वाले छात्रों को भी इसके बारे में मालूम रहे। और क्योंकि इन्हीं एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट्स और टेक्निकल इंस्टीट्यूट्स में काफ़ी जानकारी हमें मिल सकती है जो हमारे अच्छे हमें जो है मानक बनाने में हमारी सहायता करेगी। इसके लिए हमने तकरीबन 90 प्रीमियर इंस्टीट्यूशन से ज़्यादा के साथ MOU भी साइन किया हुआ है और 17 से ज़्यादा स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन चेयर्स भी बना रखी हैं इन इंस्टीट्यूट्स में। तो इनके साथ मिलकर हम काफ़ी कार्य कर रहे हैं और भी करते रहेंगे। इसके लिए उद्योगों के साथ जुड़ने के लिए हमने विभिन्न प्रकार के कार्यक्रमों का भी मिलकर आयोजन किया है, जैसे स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन सेल्स BIS और उद्योगों के बीच संपर्क के पहले बिंदु के रूप में कार्य करते हैं और इनका काम मानक विकास के लिए नए क्षेत्रों की पहचान, मानकीकरण के लिए वार्षिक कार्यक्रम तैयार करना, BIS की तकनीकी समितियों के लिए विशेषज्ञों की पहचान करना और उन्हें नामित करना होता है। मेरे ख्याल से आने वाले सत्रों में आपको जो है इसके बारे में और डिटेल से बताएंगे। बाकी ये स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन सेल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो मैं जो भी इंडस्ट्री एसोसिएशन से लोग आए हैं उनसे गुजारिश करूंगा, अगर आपके पास आपने ये स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन सेल नहीं बनाया हुआ है अपनी संस्था में तो इसको बनाएं और ये आप हमारी वेबसाइट पे डायरेक्टली जाके भी बना सकते हैं। तो इसके तहत हम जो है आपको हमारे नए आने वाले स्टैंडर्ड्स के बारे में जानकारी दे सकते हैं। किसी को भी स्टैंडर्ड इम्प्लीमेंट करने में कोई दिक्कत है तो वो इन स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन सेल्स के तहत हमें इन्फॉर्मेशन दे सकता है कि हम उसके ऊपर और कार्य करें। और आपके लिए जो हमारे ख़ास कार्यक्रम हैं, जैसे हम डिस्कस भी कर रहे थे पहले, मानक मंथन, मानक संवाद, इस तरह के कार्यक्रम हमने बहुत सारे शुरू किए हैं, जिसके तहत हम इंडस्ट्री को हमारे स्टैंडर्ड्स इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए भी जानकारी देते हैं और पूरी उनकी इसमें हम सहायता देते हैं। अच्छा, इसके अलावा हमने एक बहुत ही एम्बिशियस प्रोग्राम शुरू किया है, वो है इंडस्ट्रियल मैपिंग का, कि किस किस क्षेत्र में कौन सी इंडस्ट्रीज़ हैं। उन इंडस्ट्रीज़ का हम एक डाटाबेस तैयार कर रहे हैं, जिससे उन इंडस्ट्री से संबंधित कभी भी कोई स्टैंडर्ड बनना हो या वो हमसे कुछ कॉन्टैक्ट करना चाहते हों तो वो उसके तहत कर सकते हैं। तो इसलिए जो भी इंडस्ट्री एसोसिएशन द डिफरेंट इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर के लोग यहाँ पे हैं, उनसे भी गुजारिश करूँगा कि भाई वो अपनी इन्फॉर्मेशन जानकारी हमें दे दें, अपनी इंडस्ट्रीज़ की लिस्ट हमें दे दें विद कॉन्टैक्ट पर्सन डिटेल, डिफरेंट डिटेल्स वो आप हमसे जान सकते हैं, जिससे कि हम उनको अपनी इस डाटाबेस में जोड़ सकें। तो पूरे भारत में ये काम शुरू किया है, जिससे क्योंकि जैसे हमें ये लगता है कि बहुत सारे लोगों को स्टैंडर्ड्स के बारे में जानकारी नहीं है। कुछ तो लाइसेंसदारी हैं जो हमसे जुड़े हुए हैं, लेकिन जो जुड़े हुए नहीं हैं उनको भी इनकी आवश्यकता हो सकती है, और उनको शायद जानकारी के अभाव में वो और अपना कार्य आगे नहीं बढ़ा पा रहे, क्योंकि उनके पास ये जानकारी नहीं है कि कैसे एक स्टैंडर्ड प्रोडक्ट बनाया जाए या नए प्रोडक्ट कौन से बना सकते हैं वो, उसके बारे में ये इनके तहत हमको जानकारी दे सकते हैं। तो इसलिए आपसे अनुरोध करूँगा कि इस बारे में जानकारी हमारे साथ साझा करें। नए मानकों के प्रारूप को तैयार करने और नए भारतीय मानकों पर विचार विमर्श करने के लिए भारतीय मानक ब्यूरो द्वारा मानक मंथन, मानक संवाद जैसे कार्यक्रम आयोजित किए जाते हैं। और इसके अलावा हम सर्टिफिकेशन से संबंधित विषयों पर उद्योगों के क्वालिटी कंट्रोल कर्मियों को प्रशिक्षण देने के लिए कैप्सूल कोर्स आयोजित करते हैं। जो आपके क्वालिटी कंट्रोल पर्सनल हैं, जो क्वालिटी को देखते हैं, उनके लिए हम ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम भी करते हैं, जिनको हम कैप्सूल कोर्स कहते हैं, जिसके तहत हम उन्हें अपने प्रयोगशाला में भी लेके जाते हैं, उनको बताते हैं कि टेस्ट कैसे करना है, और इस स्टैंडर्ड से संबंधित उनको कोई भी दिक्कत हो तो वो भी हम उसको सुलझाने की कोशिश करते हैं इन कार्यक्रमों के तहत। इसके अतिरिक्त उद्योगों के कर्मचारियों को भारतीय मानक ब्यूरो की प्रयोगशाला में अपनाई जा रही परीक्षण सुविधाओं और प्रक्रियाओं से परिचित कराने के लिए एक्सपोजर विजिट भी आयोजित करते हैं। ये एक्सपोजर विजिट हम स्टूडेंट्स के लिए भी करते हैं, जो हमारे स्टैंडर्ड्स क्लब के मेंबर्स हैं, उनको भी हम इंडस्ट्री में ले जाके ये विज़िट करा के दिखाते हैं, और साथ में वो हमारी प्रयोगशालाएं भी देख सकते हैं। तो ये इसके तहत काफ़ी कुछ जानकारी जो है जिनको चाहिए वो मिल सकती है। भारतीय मानक ब्यूरो में हम यह मानते हैं कि मानकीकरण और प्रमाणन हमारे जीवन से बहुत जुड़ी हुई चीज़ें हैं और बहुत महत्वपूर्ण हैं। इसलिए जब हम इसके प्रति विद्यार्थियों को जागरूक करेंगे तो आगे जाकर इनके महत्व को समझते हुए उत्पादों एवं सेवाओं की गुणवत्ता के प्रति वे जागरूक रहेंगे, और हमारा जो आने वाला कल है उसमें अच्छी गुणवत्ता के उत्पाद और सेवाएं सबको उपलब्ध कराने में इसका काफ़ी योगदान रहेगा। आप में से कुछ लोग ऐसे भी हैं जो हमारे साथ रिसोर्स पर्सन बनकर जुड़े हुए हैं, और जो कोने कोने तक हर एक उपभोक्ता को जागरूक करने के लिए कार्य कर रहे हैं, जो हमारे स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन और कन्फॉर्मिटी असेसमेंट की जो विभिन्न पहलुओं हैं उनसे जानकारी देने के लिए हैं, हमारे साथ हैं। इसी तरह इंडस्ट्री के भी कुछ लोग हैं जो हमारे रिसोर्स पर्सन बन के लोगों को जागरूक करने का कार्य कर रहे हैं। आज BIS सिर्फ एक मानक संस्था नहीं है, बल्कि एक व्यापक गुणवत्ता आश्वासन संगठन है जो उपभोक्ता के हितों की रक्षा के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है। हमारा लक्ष्य है कि भारत में बनने वाला और आने वाला हर उत्पाद उच्चतम गुणवत्ता मानकों पर खरा उतरे। अतः मैं यह कहना चाहूँगा कि गुणवत्ता का यह सफ़र किसी एक संस्था का नहीं बल्कि पूरे देश का सफ़र है। हर नागरिक, हर उद्योग और हर संस्था की भागीदारी से ही हम विश्व स्तर की गुणवत्ता हासिल कर सकते हैं। आज जब भारत विश्व की 5वीं सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बन चुका है, तब गुणवत्ता के क्षेत्र में भी हमें विश्व का नेतृत्व करना होगा। मुझे विश्वास है कि आप सभी के सहयोग से हम इस लक्ष्य को अवश्य प्राप्त करेंगे। तो इन्हीं सब शब्दों के साथ मैं अपना वक्तव्य ख़त्म करता हूँ। आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आने की आशा करता हूँ कि अभी जो हमारे बाकी सत्र होंगे वो आपके लिए काफ़ी जानकारी प्राप्त कराएंगे। थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir, for your insightful and inspiring words. Your thoughts have set the tone for today's proceedings, and we are confident that the discussions ahead will significantly contribute to our shared vision of building a stronger and brighter nation. It is my honor and privilege to introduce our esteemed chief guest, a distinguished personality who has made remarkable contributions to academia, research, and leadership. Present with us today is Dr. Sachin Kore, the director of Veer Mata Jijabai Technological Institute, Mumbai, a role he has been serving with excellence since June 2023. Dr. Sachin Kore is an accomplished academician with a PhD in electromagnetic welding from IIT Bombay and over 2 decades of expertise in advanced manufacturing, welding technologies, and academic leadership. His career spans significant roles, including being a professor at IIT Goa, where he also served as the Dean of Academic Programs and Dean of Student Affairs, shaping the future of countless students. Beyond academia, Dr. Sachin Kore has contributed to the cutting-edge research at esteemed institutions like IIT Guwahati, the University of Waterloo, and Bhabha Atomic Research Center, making impactful achievements in manufacturing technologies. He has been awarded by former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, for being an expert in electromagnetic welding in the year 2010. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sachin Kore, a visionary leader and an inspiration to many.
I don't have a presentation. You can also sit here as well. So, yeah. A very good morning, and at the outset, I thank Honorable Sri Sanjay Goswami ji, Deputy Director General, Western Regional Office BIS, for inviting me here, and it's my really honor to stand here in front of this August gathering for celebrating 78th Foundation Day of BIS. It's really a proud moment for the entire nation, that the way BIS is serving to the nation since its inception till today, making the quality is the most important thing. Honorable Srimati Shraddha Rani ji, Secretary General, Indian Chemical Council, Sri Dr. Narendra Gangal ji, Vice President QA, NOSIL. So I'm very happy to share the stage with honorable distinguished speakers here. As we talk about standards, we all know the absolute commitment the BIS has shown since its inception and for the development of nation, for implementing quality standards all across the globe, for everything under the sky, for all products which they are implementing. What BIS is doing is being an ideal example in front of the manufacturers, what should be called as an ideal product and how it should serve to the consumer or to the industry, whoever is the end user. And as Angal sir has already explained in detail the details of the various projects on which BIS has worked for the customer safety, which is the prime most important aspect. While doing so, they have carried out a lot of certification activities which will bring a disciplined manufacturing style in manufacturing industries, and so that they not only become competitive in Indian context, but also become competitive in international context. What standards means to us is peace of mind. It's the satisfaction. The moment I'm surprised the person puts a hand in the door of the lift because he's confident that the sensor is going to work, the lift doors are going to open. If it would have been a mechanical, I'm sure he will not dare to do that. And similarly, the standardization means the testing a product which is getting manufactured and repeatedly testing it. Now, when we talk about automobile standards, when we worked at automobile manufacturing, now everybody is interested in a 100-mile car, a car which runs for 100 miles in a liter. And if you wish to do so, you have to use lighter material. The lighter is the structure, the faster the car will move. The lighter is the material, the faster the aeroplane will move. Indian manufacturers, international manufacturers, everybody is interested to make all these automobile, aerospace structures as light as possible. Yes, but what makes the challenge is that though they are as light as possible, they should be as strong as possible to make sure that the passengers are safe. Everybody is interested to give you a lighter vehicle, economically viable vehicle, or even economically competitive vehicle, but BIS and Indian standards as well as international standards are making sure that while doing so, they are not compromising the passenger's safety, the safety of the cage in which the hundreds of passengers as well as the 4 or 5 passengers in automobile which they are sitting there, the vehicle is safe. The chassis, the impact testing, the crash worthiness of the safety is already always tested and made sure that the vehicle, though it will get into any impact, will serve the purpose that the minimum amount of damage will happen to the cage and the passengers which are sitting inside will be saved. Similar goes to your seat belts, similar goes to your electronic components in automobile industry, similar goes to your airbags. If they don't function, the safety of the passenger will be compromised, which BIS is not allowing to do so. I'm happy to know that the BIS is also stepping into not only these all global important safety aspects of automobile, but also the consumer goods, including the leather footwear, including the textiles. There are unfortunately not many standards available which will test that the compatibility of the material that we are wearing with the body skin structure and how well compatibility of that particular material, and whether the material we used is purely cotton or it is a mix of cotton and wool, or if it is a mix of cotton and some other component and which will not harm to our skin. Such standards need to be developed. I'm very happy and thankful to you, sir, for signing a MOU with Veer Mata Jizabai Technological Institute. Very proud to represent the institute, which has a 137 years old legacy. We established in 1887, and we are on this particular campus at Matunga about 100 years. So we run 9 different undergraduate programs, and about 5,000 students are on campus. So sir has kindly extended a MOU where our undergraduate students, postgraduate and PhD students not only will study Bureau of Indian Standards and implement them wherever they will go in industry, Indian industry, international industry, or they themselves become entrepreneur and start manufacturing. But we are also committed to say that we will also establish the state-of-art laboratories which will test various products. We will get our laboratories NABL accredited, which will also facilitate testing various products, including textile, including mechanical material products, including electronic system design and manufacturing, ESDM and other. I'm very happy that being a technical side of it, if you are aware, chip, a mobile phone which we are carrying, or a laptop which processor which we are carrying has a million gold wire ball bonds, if I don't know if you are aware or not. And those million wire ball bonds are made through ball bonding process where you actually bond various bonds, and they are done at a very high rate of manufacturing. That's why your mobile phone is slim enough. Now from gold it has come to copper, and copper to aluminum. The reason is obviously the cost, and as you are getting from gold to copper, copper to aluminum, your equipment is becoming economical, cheaper and cheaper. But at the same time, it should functioning properly. And for such functionality aspect, we need to develop the standards which BIS is committed. And we will also be very happy to set up such testing facility in collaboration, of course, with the industry and academia, so as to develop such kind of testing facility. We are into non-destructive testing of various materials. Like we had a collaboration with naval industry in France, which manufactures submarines, and testing of submarines standards for Indian context are still in the evolving stage, and we'll be very happy to contribute in that. We use ultrasound testing facility, we use thermography imaging, because not every sample can be broke open for material and look at the defect, but you can have thermography imaging or ultrasound imaging and correlate it with the microstructure of the image and make sure that the sample or the product which you are going to use is safe enough. We have gone one step ahead also. Now we are using AI and data science into it. Like you do everybody talks about mass production, industries are interested in a lot of revenue generation, and there are higher the speed of manufacturing is better, because that will reduce the cost mass production per component price. And for that purpose, you also need to do the rate of inspection also to be of that rate. And if you wish to do that rate of inspection, it has to be online inspection. So we are developing a thermography imaging techniques where you can inspect products in an online base. And if thermography imaging technique can be matched with the metallography imaging, make sure that if there is a defect and you put a AI and identify the which thermography image will lead to which defect, the faster rate, so you can inspect 100% products and none of your product will fail in BIS standards. So there are a lot of things which I can talk about. The people are pushing magnesium in automobile industry, and in which you say, again, the magnesium is the lighter in structure, hexagonally close pack structure, magnesium, but the challenge is its manufacturing ability, how well you can manufacture. Everybody will be interested to use titanium or so, if not superalloys in manufacturing, but the challenge is how do you deform them and whether they are able to sustain the requirement of the industry. But magnesium has already peeped into our automobile market. If you are aware, most of the engines are now made up of magnesium, because casting of magnesium is possible, but metal sheet forming of magnesium is not possible, because magnesium is not able to deform nicely unless you do it at elevated temperature or a high temperature, because magnesium has poor formability. If you try to dent a magnesium, it will crack open. Mobile cases are made up of magnesium or aluminum. They being a lighter, earlier it used to be steel. Similar goes to the car body door frame structures. Earlier car, Fiat and Padmini, they used to be manufactured out of steel structure, but now people are moving to a lighter aluminum 5000 series, 7000 series structures, because the technology has evolved in manufacturing, and that's the reason you can use lighter, thinner structures so that you can make your vehicles more light and more fuel efficient. The technology earlier we used to talk about, take a block and start removing the material and manufacture something out of it and give the product. That's gone are those days. Now the technology has come, you take powder together and build a material out of it or the product out of it, and we nicely call it as a 3D printing, though it is not a technical name. The technical name is additive manufacturing, we call it. And with additive manufacturing, it's a CAD based technology where you actually get a CAD model, slice it into number of segments, and every segment you start printing. So the tomorrow's future of tomorrow's manufacturing industry for jewelry, which I'm very happy that BIS is playing very important role, will be through additive manufacturing. So all kind of designs which customer will envisage can be modeled in a CAD model, and it can be cut into slices, and your jewelry gold will be produced out of additive manufacturing. Of course, it is getting tested, and I congratulate the BIS team for developing an app-based system where a customer is easily able to make sure that the gold which he or she is purchasing is of the standard enough. And the BIS has come up till the level of app on the mobile phone, I believe, with which BIS can certify which gold from where they are purchasing is of the highest possible standard. So in number of ways, the BIS is contributing to the society. As sir has already said, everything which we wish to manufacture will get of highest quality. I wish a great success for 2047, 100 years of independence for the BIS to also to map globally, not only in the country. And I wish that each and every product manufactured under this sky will get certified through BIS. We all are committed here from academic side. We all extend our possible support, train the trainer, train the students, develop the labs will be support from our side. We welcome all industry partners here to visit, collaborate with academia, and we can make the difference in this particular nation. With this, I once again congratulate BIS for the 78th Foundation Day. I congratulate all staff members and all stakeholders. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for delivering such an inspiring and insightful speech. Your vision, expertise, and profound ideas have not only broadened our perspectives, but also empowered us to take meaningful actions within our own domains. We are truly grateful for the time and wisdom you have shared with us today. It's my privilege to introduce our guest of honor, Srimati Shraddha Rane, Secretary General, Indian Chemical Council, Mumbai. An inspiring leader whose contributions to India's chemical industry have been both transformative and visionary. She has dedicated her career to fostering innovation, sustainability, and excellence in the chemical sector. With a wealth of experience and a keen understanding of global and domestic trends, Mrs. Rane has played a pivotal role in advocating for policy frameworks that support industrial growth while upholding environmental responsibility. Under her leadership, the Indian Chemical Council has emerged as a key voice in shaping the future of this vital industry. Her commitment to collaboration and her unwavering pursuit of excellence reflects the values that resonate with today's occasion, celebrating the principles of quality, standards, and progress. May I kindly invite you to enlighten us?
Good morning, everyone. Esteemed guests, respected dignitaries, members of the Bureau of Indian Standards, and my dear audience. It is indeed an honor to be here today as we celebrate the 78th Foundation Day of the Bureau of Indian Standards. This occasion marks not only the passage of time, but also the steadfast journey of an organization that has been a cornerstone of quality, safety, and innovation in our nation. The journey of BIS since 1947 has the roots which has tracked back to 1947 when India had just gained independence. At a time when the country was rebuilding its identity, the need of a robust framework to ensure quality and reliability in goods and service was paramount. The Indian Standards Institute, ISI, the predecessor of BIS, was established with this very vision. In 1986, ISI was transformed into the Bureau of Indian Standards, signifying an expanded scope and responsibility. Since then, BIS has not only set standards for the products, but also has become a guiding force in creating a culture of quality in every sector of the economy. Over the years, BIS has developed more than 22,000 standards covering diverse sectors such as agriculture, engineering, chemicals, textiles, and services. These standards ensure that products meet the requirements of safety, performance, and sustainability. To empower consumers, BIS has made hallmarking of gold jewelry and the certification of electrical appliances mandatory, as already explained by our dignitaries. BIS has represented India on various international platforms, contributing to global standardization efforts. By aligning Indian standards with international norms, BIS has facilitated exports and ensured that Indian products compete globally. Through the BIS certification scheme, over 150,000 licenses has been granted, enabling industries to showcase their commitment to quality. The BIS hallmark on gold and silver and ISA mark on various products have become the symbol of trust for consumers. BIS has embraced technology to enhance accessibility and efficiency. The BIS Care app empowers consumer to verify the authenticity of certified products and provides a platform for grievances. BIS has taken significant steps towards promoting sustainable development by introducing standards for energy efficiency products, eco-friendly packaging, and waste management. Through its initiatives like standard clubs, door-to-door campaign, and Manak Manthan sessions, BIS has engaged with academia, industries, and the public to spread awareness about the importance of standards in daily life. As we celebrate 78 years of excellence, BIS looks forward to embracing emerging challenges for leveraging artificial intelligence in standards development to promoting standards for electric vehicles, green energy, and digital infrastructure. BIS is prepared to lead India into the future. This journey would not have been possible without the dedication of the BIS employees, the support of industry, and the trust of consumer. Together, we have made quality a way of life in India. I am very proud to say that Indian Chemical Council, the oldest organization representing 220 billion US dollars chemical and petrochemical industry in India, is closely working with BIS since a long time for the benefits of its member companies, and I'm sure that our collaborations will go deeper ahead. On this momentous occasion, let us pledge to continue our efforts to make BIS a global leader in standardization, ensuring that every Indian product stands for trust, reliability, and excellence. Thank you, and I wish you all a wonderful 78th Foundation Day celebration. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. Your unwavering commitment to quality and excellence motivates us to incorporate the same values into our daily lives. We are deeply grateful for the time and wisdom you have shared with us today. It's my privilege to introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Narendra Gangal, sir. He holds a PhD in chemistry from Bhabha Atomic Research Center and an MSc in analytical chemistry from the Institute of Science, Mumbai University. With over 34 years of extensive industrial experience in quality assurance, analytical research, and development across fields like pesticides, veterinary drugs, and rubber chemicals, he currently serves as Vice President, Quality Assurance, Total Quality Management, and Analytical Research at NOCIL Limited, where he also leads sustainability initiatives. He is also visiting faculty member at Birla College, Kalyan, where he teaches MSc students topics like mass spectrometry. He is an active member of BIS PCD 13 and PCD 29 sectional committees and has numerous publications, conference presentations, 6 patents, and seminar lectures to his credit. May I kindly invite you to enlighten us with your invaluable insights and words of wisdom on this occasion.
So, first of all, let me thank BIS for inviting me. Respected Kore sir, respected Goswami sir, all the dignitaries and my friends. So basically, what I will be doing is that maybe my talk, maybe you may call as general, but little bit specific also. See, I am a hardcore technical person, and then I definitely will like to show few things which are maybe conceptual little bit, maybe sometimes it may be like a revision for many of you people who are already experts in this field. I will also request dignitaries to go so that they can see the presentation. Sorry for that. So my topic is a little different in the sense I will see first of all, as Kore sir, Goswami sir, as well as Shraddha also said about the BIS, and BIS has been doing enormous job. There is no product whereby BIS is not there. Every product there is the BIS, and BIS really ensures that we get the quality products, and we are really getting satisfied because of that. So I will like little bit go into the other aspects, in the sense instead of going into the BIS specific aspects, I will go in the general things particularly. And my topic of today's discussion is sustainability and quality. So these two things are basically the interrelated and very much interrelated. Can I get the next slide? Sorry. Yeah, a little bit about my company, NOCIL Limited. We are Arvind Mafitlal Group. So it's a public limited listed company. We are a very, very strong legacy of last 50 years. And last 40 years, we have been manufacturing in the rubber chemicals and strong expertise in organic chemicals. We are India's largest rubber chemical manufacturer, and we export a lot to almost more than 40 countries in the world. We have all standards, as many of the dignitaries already mentioned. Many of the standards, basically systems related standards we do have. 9,000, 14,000, 45,000, 16949, which is a specific standard for the tire automobile sector. And ISO 50,000, basically the energy management, the NABL, we are NABL ISO 17025 certified for last 15 years, 2009 onwards. Our labs, both the labs, we have 2 labs, both are certified for NABL, they are accredited for NABL. We are ICC responsible care, we are proud to be, I will say, ICC responsible care certified from 2017 onwards. We are DSI recognized R&D center, and we are also working a lot in sustainability areas. So before I go to my slides, I would like to show you one clip which really will give a lot of information, and then that will set a stage for my further presentation. And this clip is not something which is proprietary or anything, it is from the public domain. Many of you might have seen also, probably. Can we have clip? I'll take this. Voice. Awaj.
Protests around the world. Headlines about extreme weather events. Scientists and public figures calling for action. And governments uniting in the search for solutions. Climate change is a global issue, and we must work together to save our world. But what exactly is climate change? Our planet's climate has changed throughout history, alternating between ice ages and warmer periods. Earth has been through at least 5 major ice ages, with the last one ending nearly 12,000 years ago. So if the climate has always changed, why is climate change such a big issue today? Since the start of the Industrial Revolution in 1760, Earth's average temperature has risen faster than ever before. This effect is known as global warming, and it's caused by the increase of greenhouse emissions from human activity. Greenhouse gases occur naturally on our planet, but human activities such as the burning of fossil fuels, agriculture, deforestation, and the decomposition of waste in landfills have increased the amount of greenhouse gases dramatically. Greenhouse gases act like a blanket around Earth, trapping the heat from the sun's rays. This is called the greenhouse effect. Thanks to this effect, Earth has just the right temperature for life to thrive on it, unlike other planets in our solar system. However, if the greenhouse effect becomes too strong, it starts to cause issues. The increased temperatures we are experiencing now are causing ice in the Arctic and Antarctica, as well as glaciers and snow around the world, to melt. The water created by the melting ice pours into the oceans, causing sea levels to rise. This puts small islands in danger of disappearing, especially those in the Pacific and Caribbean regions. Rising sea levels are also causing devastating floods in many countries like China, Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, and Thailand. These floods are not only a direct hazard to humans, but can also destroy crops and farms used to feed the population. Another effect of the rising temperatures is that oceans warm up and evaporate faster than normal, increasing the occurrence of severe storms and heavy rainfall. Global warming is making weather more extreme, bringing longer droughts and heat waves. The loss of soil moisture and the high temperatures during a drought increase the risk of wildfires too. The high temperatures both on land and in our oceans affect Earth's delicate ecosystems. Many animals are forced to migrate to other areas to survive, while others are losing their habitat and dying. So, can we do anything to stop the effects of climate change? Climate change has already reached a point that humanity has never experienced before. However, the future of our planet is in our hands. Communities must make smart choices and tackle this issue with environmentally friendly actions. Some solutions to limit global warming include switching from burning fossil fuels to renewable and greener energy sources like solar, hydroelectric, or wind energy. Reducing the emissions caused by industry and transportation by investing in greener technology. And limiting the deforestation of land and investing in more space-efficient forms of agriculture, like vertical farming. These are all big solutions, but there are also smaller things that you can easily do at home. For example, recycling, composting your organic waste, eating more veggies and fewer meat products, saving electricity, and buying things that last longer or can be reused. People around the world are working together to innovate, engineer, and develop solutions for the issue of climate change. Bhutan is the world's most carbon-negative country. Costa Rica has achieved 99% renewable energy. And China is now the world leader in wind power. Climate change is a global issue, and our future depends on the actions we take today. How is your community working towards a more sustainable future?
So we have seen the clip, and are we not experiencing the same? We are experiencing, all of us. So every day when we see this summer, we say now the summer is already approaching, and summer is going to be high, very high, and every year there is a new record. So we are experiencing a lot of issues now. Dubai, this is little older clip, maybe 2 years old, and if you see recently we had a floods in Dubai. We had a lot of issues really going on, and how does it really? It affects us a lot. Now the new kind of virus is coming in China, and maybe people say that it is not so dangerous as the COVID, or probably we are used to such kind of viruses now, and maybe now no much issues will be there. But basically the whole issue, it comes to the climate change and many of these things. And what is that? As I understand, BIS means quality. And all of us, majority of us, are quality professionals. I will say maybe some of them may be manufacturing sector, some of them are maybe a little bit different, but most of all of us are connected to the quality. And if you ask me, quality and sustainability, they are directly interconnected. Let us see how they are. See, as you know, sustainability, now what we saw the clip, it is basically related to the global warming, and then more and more emissions. If there are more and more carbon emissions are there, then you will find more and more global warming and more all this kind of disasters. Now, when I say emissions basically all kinds of emissions we are talking about here, particularly greenhouse gas emissions we are talking about. And when it comes to sustainability as a word, sustainability means it's not only related to the environmental sustainability, it is related to the many other things. But today I will basically stick to the environmental sustainability and the economic sustainability with reference to the businesses. So now if you see sustainability as a broad definition, it is basically an ability to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their own needs. So that's a classical definition of sustainability. And basically then sustainability, as industries, they all have been working on this. the ESG is the most popular term, that is environmental, social and governance. So when I say that, there is another term called 5 C's, or you can say, so clean. What is clean means environmentally it has to be absolutely the clean. Then community we have to take care. Then cultural aspects we have to take care. Then care has to be there. And then corporate governance. So all these 5 C's. So as such, if you talk about sustainability, is a very broad term. And as I said, in this particular 10 minutes, I will focus mainly on environmental sustainability and then the economic sustainability. Environmental sustainability directly affects, in the sense, the economic sustainability also. Now, when it comes to the quality definition is the measurement of excellence in the products and services, all kinds of products. As Chorus sir was explaining that how the products are further developing and further, better and better. Maybe if you give me a mobile phone which is 3310, then older one, people will say, no, this is not okay now, because it has no features. So what we want? We want features. We want everything. But let us suppose if I get a mobile and which conks off in no time, is that okay? So we not only want features, we want it has to last for a long. It must last for a long. Now I don't want to take names of the companies, but there are some American companies or maybe other, maybe Koreans or many other companies. Some of the mobiles I have seen people have been using maybe for 10 years, 15 years. Maybe just they want to update, they have been purchasing the new ones. So they not only gave the basically the value at that time, it has been giving value now also. So the quality is not something which is not only it has to be the measurement of excellence, but not today, maybe the emerging needs also further. So quality products are designed to last longer, okay, and they perform better and provide greater value to the consumers. So if I just have a product which is basically giving me the value today, but maybe in few years time it is absolute, then that's not okay. So that's not a quality product really. The quality, like we many times we hear or we experience also, some of the German engineerings, they say warranty for life. What does it mean? That means nothing is going to happen to this machine really. That is what is the guarantee they give. So it's a completely sustainable and it has to last long. Again, as I said, sustainability is a little complicated definition, or I will say multiple, there are facets in that. But what I am basically meaning is currently is that the item has to perform its own task, item has to last for a long, and it has to serve my purpose. See, that is what I am talking about, as well as the economic sustainability. So, and how they are interrelated. See, if you see, quality supports sustainability. See, as I said, we are all quality professionals. We must strive for the quality. We must strive for the best. Maybe something which was there 5 years back may not be today okay. So that is why we have to always go on improving of the quality, the products. What we have been manufacturing maybe 10 years back, today we have improved a lot by making so many changes in that. So the products are same, but the qualities have improved, and we have to be on that continuous path. So if I say quality and sustainability, they are the critical aspects of the modern business operation. It has to have not only quality, and if the quality is inbuilt and it is satisfying today's and tomorrow's requirement, then it is sustainable also, by and large. As I said, by and large. So they are quite closely related. Quality basically it refers to the level of excellence or the standard achieved to produce or the service for the product and services, and sustainability relates to the ability to maintain or improve the quality over a period of time. So basically, if I say that I follow the quality today as well as next requirements or maybe future requirements, then in turn I am also satisfying the sustainability. Now they are not mutually exclusive, like this was the concept earlier, maybe for some particular sectors, maybe something which was like a use and throw. It's a good quality, but in 2 years it will go, or you have to throw, you have to change. So those kinds of concepts are basically all going. The items or the products, particularly consumer goods, chemicals, or so many things, what you make or you manufacture and sell to your customers, they want basically it has to be have the quality, it has to have sustainability both. So they are not mutually exclusive, they are in turn completely aligned with each other. Bringing them together, if you bring them together, then basically it creates the synergy, which all basically it drives the innovation, then it drives reduced costs. Many places now, carbon emissions, when we talk about, people initially thought of carbon emission reduction is a big this thing. How we can do that? We have been using this fuel, that fuel. They really find that just by taking few initiatives, they reduce the cost. They reduce the cost of the energy, they reduce the cost of the fuel and many of these things, which earlier probably, it's not something, it was not possible, but it was possible, but now more and more emphasis is there on those things. So, and why I showed the first clip is that, see, the emissions or the quality, they are inbuilt not only for the customer, they are going to be affecting us. If I produce a bad quality and the wastage is there, I am then generating the environmental pollution. I am generating, you saw the garbage. You saw so much of garbage is there. So much of garbage is there, there is a global warming, then there is a floods and so many things. In turn, if the quality is bad, we are contributing to all those minas, all those issues. Quality also, quality and sustainability, when they are aligned, then it enhances reputations. Now, as I was giving example of some of the American companies or some of the other companies also, even there are many Indian companies whose reputations is fantastic. If something is there, brand is there, then people really assume that yes, even I will say any material, as Kore sir was saying or Goswami sir, BIS certified something, which is a reputation. It is a reputation for the particular product. Similarly, the brands, they all get the reputation over a period of time. How they get reputation? Because it knows it is not only going to serve its purpose today, tomorrow, as well as it is going to be sustainable also. So what I come from a chemical industry, so these are some of the things which we have been doing, and I will say this is possible in every sector. It's not something, maybe some of the terminologies may differ, but it is possible in every sector. So basically improvements in the quality is a continuous exercise. It's a reduction in water, basically reduction in the carbon footprints, and emissions all have to be reduced in the manufacturing process. So the source reduction, the first itself is a source reduction. Can I consume less raw materials, or maybe the just right raw materials, so that there are less side products formation. So that is the first we call the atom economy. So we call in the chemical industry atom economy the atom 1A and atom B. If I have got in the product A and B both together and with the same, there is no side product formation, then there is 100% atom economy is there. See, any atom economy loss is a waste generation and it's a cost. It's basically the cost. Again, you are not going to be competitive in nature. So these are the things which we really focus. High selectivity using the catalytic approaches. So if you have got the catalyst, the right catalysts have to be utilized. If I have got high selectivities, then naturally the product formations are going to be really the right products, and very, very less side products are there. See, many of these things, as I said, it may not be the catalyst, maybe the right way of working also. Maybe in a mechanical industry, you may have something different, maybe an assembling line, maybe a more research has to be carried out so that minimum wastages are really there. Then recycle, what is that you can do recycle? The 4R approach, like reduce, wherever you can reduce, recycle, reuse, and recover water, intermediates, whatever you can do. So all those things have to be really focused. The treatments have to be really the most advanced treatments, like the effluent treatment, the water treatment, many of these things. All those things have to be very, very advanced, in the sense the lower energy and then the higher efficiencies have to be there. Then monitoring and improvement, online monitoring, as Kore sir was mentioning, that online monitoring is now the current requirements, because so you can't have the samples going to the laboratory and waiting, and something has failed or something has passed, and then something is being subsequently reported, and then you take care of that any rework or anything. So there has to be an online monitoring, and improvements have to be there. And then the most important, the process intensification. How do you produce in the shortest possible time? So like in chemical industry, like macro reactors or many other technologies are there. So the novel design approaches, and which makes the production plants very, very efficient and very cheaper, smaller, and many things. So that novel approach, instead of following the traditional manufacturing processes, why not to have a process intensification, that is a novel approaches for the manufacturing. And the quality, once you follow all these points, then the quality is the best. But the quality has to be certified also. And there BIS comes into picture. So BIS is there, that yes, BIS certifies is the quality. There is a confidence that yes, this is going to be the best quality, or this is matching with the requirements. So like what we have been following, or many of the chemical industries can do, you can have certified labs, ISO, NABL labs, that really gives you a lot of confidence. Then reliability, well-trained manpower, the BIS certification really helps. And technology digitalizations, like having the right type of technology and digitalization, so that there is a very, very less, the time gaps are there for the feedbacks also. It's like an AI-based system is there, the continuous corrections are there. And even the laboratories, they can have the digitalization in their laboratory management. Regulatory compliances, you must follow all regulatory compliances. Because see, as newer and newer things are coming out, newer and newer environmental aspects are coming out, then more and more stringent requirements, and if you have to have the quality today and tomorrow also, you must really follow the regulatory requirements. And new product development, that is improvement in your current whatever the products you are manufacturing, considering the today's and emerging needs. So these are all requirements. So if you see all these things, even the previous slide which I have explained, all these places, if you see and you act, you are already contributing to sustainability, because there is reduction of waste, reduction of energy, reduction of water, everything. So there it contributes to sustainability. And here also, you make the right quality products, acceptable, no rejections, it contributes to sustainability. So quality and sustainability, they are completely interlinked. It's not something they are mutually exclusive. They are not mutually exclusive. You have got a quality and the best quality, and you are going to be sustainable also. So these are the two things we really, as an industry people, we must really remember. And that is what, and BIS is there already for us for certifications, which will be there all the time for us. And I really admire one more thing of BIS is digitalization, what you do. In your websites, particularly certifications, it's absolutely, there is no intervention at all. Whenever the person comes for the audits or anything, no intervention, absolutely. And all the data is put on the websites, everything you get on the website, fee payment, everything. Fantastic, really. So, with this, I end my presentation. And let me first congratulate BIS for the 70th Foundation Day. And I thank all of you for patiently listening. And I once again thank BIS for inviting me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for such an enlightening and thought-provoking speech. Your vision and expertise have not only enlightened us, but also motivated us to take meaningful action in our own spheres. We now come to a very special part of today's event, the felicitation of our esteemed stakeholders. Our stakeholders have played an essential role in helping us achieve our goals, and today we celebrate their contributions, commitment, and vision. It is with deep appreciation that we honor their involvement in shaping the path forward, fostering growth, and ensuring the sustainability of our initiatives. Without further ado, let us begin the felicitation ceremony to express our heartfelt gratitude to the ones who have made a lasting impact. Let's now proceed with the honors. I request Chief Guest, Guest of Honor, and DDG Sir to come forward to hand over the awards on stage. We are delighted to invite on stage these firms: as we pay tribute to their unwavering commitment to quality and excellence and celebrate their remarkable achievement as an All India First License holder on this Foundation Day 2025, marking a significant milestone in their journey towards quality excellence. We would like to begin by inviting RINAC India Limited. RINAC India Limited. They have been granted the All India First License for the product specification for preformed PIR forms for thermal insulation as per IS 12436 1988. It is used for insulation, building applications, insulated metal panels, and lightweight construction. Next, I call upon NOCIL Limited. NOCIL Limited. They have been granted the All India First License for the product TMQ as per IS 14923-2001. It is an antioxidant used by rubber industries for manufacture of tires, rubber hoses, rubber overshoes, adhesive tape, electrical wire, and cables. Next, I call upon TransAsia Biomedicals Limited. TransAsia Biomedicals Limited. They have been granted the All India First License for the product in vitro diagnostic device, automated clinical chemistry analyzer part 1, wet chemistry analyzer as per IS 17717 part 1 2023. It is a medical laboratory device that measures the concentration of substances in samples of body fluids such as blood, urine, and plasma. We are honored to felicitate unwavering commitment in ensuring a culture of quality and building a vibrant quality ecosystem in our country. I would like to call upon Messrs. Bhagwati Ferro Metal Limited on stage. They have ensured zero failure of their products during the operation of their license. The Bureau is delighted to honor in recognition of our valued association as an esteemed licensee under the Integrated Management System in collaboration with the Management System Certification Department of WRO. I would like to now call upon Central Drug Testing Laboratory. Next, I call upon GM Modular Private Limited. Next, I call upon Hindustan Copper Limited. We are pleased to honor Hindustan Copper Limited for being associated as an esteemed licensee for quality management systems as per ISO 9001-2015.
Thank you to all the awardees whose unwavering support, collaboration, and trust have been pivotal in our success. At this moment, I invite Sri Sanjay Goswami sir to present a token of appreciation to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Sachin Kore sir. Next, I would like to request our guest of honor, Srimati Shraddha Rane ma'am, to kindly accept a token of gratitude from Sri Sanjay Goswami sir. Lastly, I invite Sir once again to present a small token of appreciation to our distinguished guest of honor, Dr. Narendra Gangal sir. With that, we have come to the conclusion of our first session, and I kindly request all the dignitaries to please their seats in the front row to join us for the upcoming session. Thank you. We now move to the core of today's event, the technical sessions. These sessions will be conducted by esteemed representatives from the Bureau of Indian Standards, highlighting their critical role in aligning national standards to build a stronger and more resilient nation. To begin the first technical session, it is my privilege to introduce Sri Sheetal Patil sir, begin the first technical session, it is my privilege to introduce Shri Sheetal Patil Sir, Scientist D and Joint Director. He will take us through the inspiring journey and evolution of BIS, shedding light on its pivotal contributions toward ensuring quality and safety across various sectors.
Thank you very much. गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन. थोड़ा एनर्जी की कमी दिख रही है. ठीक है, मैं भी कोशिश करूंगा जितना शॉर्ट हो सके उतना शॉर्ट रखने का. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले BIS के बारे में बताने जा रहे हैं. मैं यहाँ पे आया हूँ BIS की यात्रा बताने के लिए आपको, किस तरह से BIS की स्थापना हुई और आज BIS किस मुकाम पे आ चुका है. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले हम बात करेंगे BIS के बारे में. नहीं चल रहा. तो ब्यूरो ऑफ इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड्स ये मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कंज्यूमर अफेयर्स, फूड एंड पब्लिक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस के अंडर काम करता है. ये स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन, सर्टिफिकेशन, टेस्टिंग एंड ट्रेनिंग ये इनके मेन काम है. इसके अलावा BIS नेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स बॉडी ऑफ इंडिया है एंड हमेशा स्टैंडर्ड्स को प्रमोट करने के लिए कार्यरत रही है. बट स्टैंडर्ड्स क्यों, हमारा क्वेश्चन आएगा, स्टैंडर्ड्स क्यों. ठीक है, अब क्या, क्वालिटी इज वेरी सब्जेक्टिव. स्टैंडर्ड क्या है? स्टैंडर्ड इज अ डॉक्यूमेंट दैट मेक्स द सब्जेक्टिव स्टैंडर्ड टू एन ब्रिंग्स द सब्जेक्टिव स्टैंडर्ड टू एन ऑब्जेक्टिव फॉर्म, कि आप क्वालिटी को भी डिफाइन कर सको, ये चीज़ स्टैंडर्ड करता है. ऐसा क्यों? तो आप देखेंगे जब एक क्वालिटी की बात करते हैं तो हम पर्सनल लेवल पे, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लेवल पे और नेशनल लेवल पे उसके अलग अलग डेफिनेशंस ले सकते हैं. अगर हम एक नॉर्मल डिवाइस की बात करें जो हम डेली यूज़ में यूज़ करते हैं, अपना मोबाइल फ़ोन, अगर मैं एक गेमर हूँ तो मेरे लिए एक हाई CPU वाला, हाई रैम वाला फ़ोन वो क्वालिटी का फ़ोन होगा. वही एक अच्छा कैमरा वाला फ़ोन हो बट उसके अंदर में मुझे वो फीचर्स ना मिले गेमिंग के, तो मैं बोलूँगा इसकी क्वालिटी अच्छी नहीं है. बट एक फोटोग्राफर के लिए वही अच्छे कैमरा वाला फ़ोन एक हायर क्वालिटी का फ़ोन हो जाएगा. तो इस तरह से जो क्वालिटी है ये काफ़ी सब्जेक्टिव हो जाती है एंड पर्सन टू पर्सन ये चेंज होने लगती है. तो इसी चेंज को जब हम पर्सनल लेवल पे बात करेंगे तो अलग अलग हो सकती है. अब इस चेंज को एक हायर लेवल पे लेके जाए ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लेवल पे, तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस खुद की क्वालिटी खुद चेक करती है. वो क्या बोलते हैं, सपोज मैं एक मोबाइल बनाने वाला हूँ, मैं बोलूँगा कि ठीक है इसके आगे जो मैं डायमेंशन सेट करने वाला हूँ अपने मोबाइल फोन्स के, वो मैं इस टॉलरेंस के साथ रखूँगा कि उसमें 0.00001 का भी डिफरेंस ना आए. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन खुद का स्टैंडर्ड सेट कर रहा है. ठीक है, अब इसको अगर हम और ऊपर लेवल पे लेके जाए नेशनल लेवल पे, तो वहाँ पे क्या होता है, नेशनल लेवल में सेफ्टी, लोगों की हेल्थ केयर, इसके ऊपर में ज़्यादा ध्यान दिया जाता है. तो उस केस में मोबाइल पे किस तरह से स्टैंडर्ड आता है, हम देखते हैं. एक होता है SAR वैल्यू, स्पेसिफिक एब्जॉर्प्शन रेट, जो कहते हैं कि मोबाइल से रेडिएशन निकलता है तो उससे कैंसर हो सकता है, ये सब बातें करते हैं हम लोग. तो हमारे देश में करंटली SAR वैल्यू सेट है कि 1.6 वाट पर kg के ऊपर SAR वैल्यू का कोई भी फ़ोन हमारे देश में बिक नहीं सकता. इस तरह से हमारा जो स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन है ये हम नेशनल लेवल पे लेके गए हैं. एंड इसके थ्रू हम क्या करते हैं, स्टैंडर्ड्स बनाते हैं, स्टैंडर्ड्स को स्टैंडर्ड्स के थ्रू सर्टिफिकेशन देते हैं एंड टेस्टिंग एंड कंफर्मिटी असेसमेंट करते हैं. बट अगर हम ये ना करें तो क्या होगा, इसके लिए मेरे पास एक एग्जांपल है. मार्स क्लाइमेट ऑर्बिटर, ये जो आप स्क्रीनशॉट देख रहे हैं नासा के ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट से है. ठीक है, तो ये 11 दिसंबर 1998 में नासा ने मार्स क्लाइमेट ऑर्बिटर को लॉन्च किया था. अब इसके जो क्या बोलते हैं, जो टेंडर दिया था वो दो अलग अलग कंपनीज को दिया गया था. एक कंपनी ने पूरा प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड चीज़ें किया, एक कंपनी उसका नेविगेशन सिस्टम्स के ऊपर में काम किया, किसी कंपनी उसके सॉफ्टवेयर सिस्टम्स पे काम किया. बट इनके बीच में थोड़ा सा तालमेल में कमी हो गई. जब ये ऑर्बिटर मार्स के पास पहुंच चुका था तब नेविगेशन सिस्टम में एक इशू ये आया कि उसमें जो नेविगेशन सिस्टम हैंडल कर रही थी उस टीम ने इंपीरियल यूनिट्स यानी इंचेस, पाउंड्स, इसमें अपने सारे कैलकुलेशंस किए थे एंड प्रोवाइड किए थे. जबकि मार्स ऑपरेटर में जो इंजीनियर्स उसको मैन्यूवर कर रहे थे, एक्चुअल मैन्यूवरिंग कर रहे थे, वो हमारे मेट्रिक यूनिट्स है, केजी, मीटर्स, इसके ऊपर काम कर रहे थे. इस कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक्स की वजह से $360 मिलियन का नुकसान हुआ है नासा को. ठीक है, तो अगर हम स्टैंडर्ड में थोड़ी सी कमी बरतते हैं तो उसमें हमारा बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हो सकता है. और एक नेशनल स्टैंडर्ड बॉडी होने के बाद क्या होता है, हम पूरे नेशन को बताते हैं कि आपको यही स्टैंडर्ड फॉलो करना है, आपको चेंजेस नहीं रखना है. ये कम्युनिकेशन हम दो फर्म्स के बीच में, दो कंपनीज के बीच में, इंडस्ट्री के बीच में, इंडस्ट्री एंड कंज्यूमर्स के बीच में लेके आते हैं ताकि ऐसे मिस्टेक्स आगे ना हो पाए. नेक्स्ट, अब हम बात करेंगे माइलस्टोन्स ऑफ BIS पे। नेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स बॉडी बनने के लिए हमें कई पड़ाव पार करने पड़े हैं, उन्हीं के ऊपर बात करेंगे। 1946 में फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट ऑफ इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड इंस्टीट्यूट ये हुआ, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, उसका कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है, उसका फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट बनाया गया था। ये ड्राफ्ट आगे जाके एस्टैब्लिशमेंट में काम आया, जो कि 1947 में आया ना, इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड इंस्टीट्यूट एक सोसाइटी के रूप में एस्टैब्लिश की गई। इसके बाद 1948 में स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मुलेशन एक्टिविटी जो है इसका इनिशिएशन किया गया, और 1948 में BIS का जो सील है, जो ISMR हमें हर प्रोडक्ट पे दिखता है, उसके ऊपर में अप्रूवल दिया गया। नेक्स्ट करेंगे, ठीक है। 1950 से 70s के बीच में हमने कन्फर्मिटी असेसमेंट के ऊपर काम करना स्टार्ट किया, सर्टिफिकेशन के ऊपर काम करना स्टार्ट किया। IS-1 1951 में IS-1 जो था, इंडियन नेशनल फ्लैग हमारे IS-1 में आया, जिससे हमारे BIS का गौरव बढ़ा। इसी के साथ गवर्नमेंट ने हमें रिकॉग्निशन देना स्टार्ट किया कि हाँ, यहाँ पे कुछ काम चल रहा है, क्वालिटी के लिए काम हो रहा है, और ये क्वालिटी अगर हम आगे वाइड स्प्रेड करेंगे तो हमारी इंडस्ट्री आगे बढ़ेगी, एंड हम लोग शायद आगे जाके एक्सपोर्टर्स बन सकते हैं, वर्ल्ड लीडर्स बन सकते हैं। तो इस क्वालिटी को प्रमोट करने के लिए एक एक्ट लाया गया, इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड इंस्टीट्यूशन सर्टिफिकेशन मार्क्स एक्ट 1952, जिसके थ्रू सर्टिफिकेशन स्टार्ट किया गया, और ISI जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन थी उसे सर्टिफिकेशन देने के लिए भी राइट्स दिए गए। इसके बाद 1955 में सर्टिफिकेशन मार्क्स स्कीम लॉन्च की गई, और फर्स्ट ब्रांच ऑफिस जो था इंडिया का वो बॉम्बे में ओपन हुआ। उस टाइम पे बॉम्बे था, अब हम उसे मुंबई कहते हैं, राइट। अब स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन हो गया है, हमारे पास कन्फर्मिटी असेसमेंट स्कीम है, और इसको सपोर्ट करने के लिए हमें एक लैब की जरूरत है जो कि टेस्टिंग करके इन दोनों एक्टिविटीज को सपोर्ट कर सकें। और पहली लैब जो हमारी थी, मानक भवन न्यू दिल्ली में 1963 में खुली। 1980 से 2000 के बीच में बड़े लीप्स लिए गए। 1986 में BIS एक्ट 1986 आया गया, जो पहले इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड इंस्टीट्यूट था, इसका नया नाम करके ब्यूरो ऑफ इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड्स किया गया, और पहले के जितने स्कीम्स थे ये BIS एक्ट के थ्रू ब्यूरो ऑफ इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड्स को दिए गए। इसके अलावा BIS के पावर्स बढ़ाई गई, इनको एनफोर्समेंट का पावर दिया गया, और लाइसेंस ग्रांट करने का, कैंसिल करने के, ये सब पावर्स उसमें प्रोवाइड किए गए। 1991 में हमने QMS की तरफ, क्वालिटी मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम्स की तरफ में पहल की, एंड मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम सर्टिफिकेशन स्कीम लॉन्च की ISO 9000 के अंदर में। इसके बाद जब हम 2000s में गए तो ईयर 2000 में पहला FMCS में हमारा लाइसेंस ग्रांट किया। FMCS मतलब हमारे फॉरेन मैन्युफैक्चरर सर्टिफिकेशन स्कीम। जब भी गवर्नमेंट कोई QCO लॉन्च करता है, जिसके बाद में इंडिया के अंदर इंपोर्ट, मैन्युफैक्चर, सेल, स्टोर, ये कुछ स्टैंडर्ड्स को ना गवर्नमेंट प्रोहिबिट कर सकती है कि इस प्रोडक्ट को विदाउट ISMR का आप नहीं कर सकते हैं। ऐसे केसेस में अगर फॉरेन कंट्री भी यहाँ पे एक्सपोर्ट करना चाहती है तो उन्हें BIS का लाइसेंस लेना पड़ता है, ISMR का लाइसेंस लेना पड़ता है, एंड ये ऐसा पहला लाइसेंस हमारा ईयर 2000 में ग्रांट हुआ गया। उसी साल हमने हॉलमार्किंग स्कीम फॉर गोल्ड भी लॉन्च की। हॉलमार्किंग स्कीम क्या है? गोल्ड से हमारे इमोशंस जुड़े हुए हैं। अगर गोल्ड की प्योरिटी कम है तो हो सकता है हमारे इमोशंस को धक्का पहुंचे, हमारे मॉनेटरी लॉस भी बहुत ज़्यादा होगा, राइट। तो उसको सेफगार्ड करने के लिए हॉलमार्किंग स्कीम लॉन्च की गई, एंड 2005 में यही स्कीम आगे सिल्वर प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए भी आगे एक्सटेंड की गई। प्लीज नेक्स्ट। इलेक्ट्रॉनिक प्रोडक्ट्स मार्केट में बहुत आ रहे थे, अलग अलग देश, बाहर के देशों से आ रहे थे, जिसमें कई बार क्वालिटी बहुत कम होती थी। ऊंची क्वालिटी के प्रोडक्ट्स को इंडियन मार्केट्स में कम करने के लिए ये सेल्फ डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ कंफर्मिटी स्कीम, जिसको हम लोग CRS स्कीम के भी नाम से जानते हैं, ये इनिशिएट की गई। 2012 में ये स्कीम आई, और अभी आप इस सिंबल को, आप जब भी कोई मोबाइल खरीदेंगे, कोई लैपटॉप खरीदेंगे, कोई भी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक प्रोडक्ट आप खरीदते हैं तो उसके बॉक्स पे आप ये सिंबल जरूर पाएंगे। इवन करंटली भी अगर आप अपने मोबाइल में सेटिंग्स में जाके स्टैट्यूटरी इन्फॉर्मेशन में जाएंगे तो आपको CRS का सिंबल भी दिखेगा, और उसका लाइसेंस नंबर वगैरह सब आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन वहाँ पे मिल जाएगी। 2016 में BIS एक्ट 2016 आया, जिसके थ्रू BIS को नेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स बॉडी ऑफ इंडिया का वाला खिताब दिया गया, एंड हमारा काम और आगे अच्छे तरीके से बढ़ने लगा। 2017 में हम लोगों ने सोचा कि अब चलिए सब कुछ हो गया है, अब मानक ऑनलाइन पे जाना चाहिए, BIS करना चाहिए, एंड हमें इंटरनेट पे पहल करना है। इंटरनेट पे आते साथ हमने BIS स्टैंडर्ड्स एंड जो हमारा अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम है ये पूरा ओपन कर दिया सबके लिए। ट्रांसपेरेंसी बढ़ गई। आज के डेट में कोई भी इंसान कहीं पे बैठ के अपने घर से भी एक नए लाइसेंस के लिए एप्लीकेशन कर सकता है। सिमिलरली कोई भी कंज्यूमर हमारे BIS के ऐप जो कि 2020 में लॉन्च हुआ था, इसमें ISMR के CML नंबर की डिटेल्स डाल के लाइसेंस के बारे वैलिडिटी, उसके अंदर क्या वेराइटीज़ आती है, क्या ये लाइसेंस वैलिड है या नहीं, ये वहाँ से चेक कर सकते हैं। 2021 में गवर्नमेंट ने डिसाइड किया कि हाँ हमें गोल्ड के स्कीम को मैंडेटरी करना चाहिए, हॉलमार्किंग को मैंडेटरी किया गया। एंड जैसे सर ने ऑलरेडी बताया आपको 265 डिस्ट्रिक्ट से हमने स्टार्ट किया और अभी 300+ डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में हॉलमार्किंग मैंडेटरी है। तो इन डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में जो भी सोना आपको मिलेगा ये विदाउट हॉलमार्क, विदाउट HUID नहीं मिलेगा। इससे आपका इंटरेस्ट, जो कंज्यूमर्स है उनका इंटरेस्ट सेफगार्ड होता है। आपको पक्का पता होता है कि जो सोना मैंने लिया है वो खरा सोना है। इसलिए हमारा टैगलाइन भी स्टार्ट हुआ, हॉलमार्क है तो सोना है। नेक्स्ट, 2021 के बाद में नए आइडियाज़ के हम लोग तरफ बढ़े हैं। हम लोगों ने स्टैंडर्ड्स क्लब्स, मानक मंथन, पंचायत मीट स्टार्ट किया है। स्टैंडर्ड क्लब्स क्या है, अभी क्या है, आज भी जब हम जाते हैं किसी को बोलते हैं कि मैं BIS से आया हूं तो लोगों को पता नहीं होता BIS करता क्या है, ISI मार्क क्या है। ISI को वो पाकिस्तान के ISI के साथ में वो लोग मैच कर लेते हैं कि यार वो टेररिस्ट वगैरह तो नहीं है ये लोग, ठीक है। तो हम लोग अवेयरनेस अभी रूट लेवल पे लाना चाहते हैं। आज अगर बच्चा BIS के बारे में जानेगा तो आगे जाके वो क्वालिटी चीज़ों के बारे में मांग करेगा। जब यूथ क्वालिटी के लिए कॉन्शियस रहेगा, बोलेगा कि मुझे क्वालिटी चीज़ें चाहिए, तो इंडस्ट्री पे भी प्रेशर आएगा कि जो भी चीज़ बने वो क्वालिटी की बने, राइट। एंड ओवरऑल नेशन जो है वो क्वालिटी कॉन्शियसनेस की तरफ जाएगा, ठीक है। तो ये पहल के थ्रू हम लोगों ने स्टैंडर्ड्स क्लब इनिशिएटिव्स, मानक मंथन में हम लोग क्या करते हैं, सारे इंडस्ट्रीज को बुलाते हैं एंड ग्रास रूट लेवल पे स्टैंडर्डेशन को लेके आए हम कि स्टैंडर्डेशन में आप लोग अपने इनपुट्स प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। एंड ग्राम पंचायत में जहाँ पे लोगों को पता नहीं है स्टैंडर्ड्स क्या होते हैं, किस तरह से उनको अपने दैनिक जीवन में इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है, वहाँ पे हम उनको उसका भी इन्फॉर्मेशन देते हैं। इसके अलावा कैप्सूल कोर्सेस हम लोगों ने स्टार्ट किए हैं एंड क्वालिटी कनेक्ट कैंपेन हमने स्टार्ट किया है, जिसके थ्रू हम लोग छोटे छोटे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में, छोटे हर एक घर में जाके स्टैंडर्ड्स के ऊपर अवेयरनेस पैदा कर रहे हैं। अभी कई बार क्या होता है ना, लोग सोचते हैं कि मैं अकेला क्वालिटी कॉन्शियस होकर क्या कर लूँगा, क्या फ़र्क पड़ेगा, या फिर सोचते हैं मैं इंडस्ट्री सोचती मैं अकेली क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट बना के क्या कर लेंगे, ठीक है। थिंग इज कि एक के करने से कुछ नहीं होता, बट एक एक के करने से ज़रूर सब कुछ होता है, ठीक है। तो इसी के साथ मैं आप सभी को 78 फाउंडेशन डे की ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ एंड अपने सेशन को यहीं पर ख़त्म करता हूँ। थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir, for your insightful presentation. Your valuable insights have certainly deepened our understanding of BIS journey and its significant impact on fostering a culture of quality and standardization in India. For our next session, it is my pleasure to introduce Shri Alok Singh, sir, Scientist E and Director. With a wealth of experience in quality management systems, he will be shedding light on this crucial topic today. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Shri Alok Singh, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to tell you about the management system certification, what BIS operate. This is one of the vertical which many of you are not aware. You are only aware that BIS gave ISI mark and hallmarking. But management system is also one of the vertical which BIS has been operating for more than 3 decades. So as you see, the various activities of BIS, so this management system comes under conformity assessment. This is one part of the conformity assessment where we give this management system certification. पहले जानते हैं कि what is this, how it started, what is ISO 9000, how this quality management system started. After the World War finished, there was a lot of procurement was happening regarding the military equipments, and they wanted to have some quality system where they can get a proper and good quality as per the desired quality equipment. So they started this quality assurance plan, which was like the mutual recognition of NATO, AQAP, MILQ and different standards. So this was the initially which started in 1950s. And then in the British standard, they have developed one more standard, that is the quality standard, quality management system standard, which was started in 1979, which was like, it was in totality, like any procurement to be done, they should have a quality management system. And seeing the success of this standard, the International Standard Organization, that is ISO, they started ISO 9001, which was started in 1987, taking the subject from the quality management system, which was started by British Standards. So as the 9001, which was published, first copy was published in 1987, and more than 160 countries participated in making of this standard. It was a brainchild of all 160 countries which they contributed in making this standard. So this was first published in 1987, and then it was revised in 1994, where the international standard focused on quality assurance over final inspection. This was the thing which was incorporated in this ISO 9000 first revision. The second revision happened in 2000, where we introduced the PDCA approach. I'm going to elaborate on this. That is plan, do, check, and act. So this approach was introduced in 2000 version, and after that, in 2008, the process approach was incorporated in the standard. And the current version, which is 2015, now it focuses on risk, opportunity, and harmonization with other standard. So earlier version was on preventive measure. It was on talking about the preventive, but in the 2015 version, it was changed to risk-based assessment. So the risk base has been mentioned 34 times in this standard. So it has become so important that with the risk base, you can control all your risk, what is associated with your activities. So let's understand what is the management system. A management system is a way of defining an organization operation to help it meets its objective. So आप management system क्या है, आप company की जो objectives है आप achieve कर रहे हैं, that is a management system. Now what is this quality management system? A quality management system is a way of defining how an organization can meet the requirement of its customer and other stakeholder affected by its work. So now you have to be a customer focused, what your customers want, how you can meet the customer's requirement. This 9001 quality management system is focusing on that. And plus you have to meet your stakeholders requirement. अगर आप quality product दे रहे हैं, तो आप quality product तो दे रहे customer को, but you are not a very good company in all respect. So to become that, you need to understand what your customer needs, what is his expectation, so that you can design those into your product. Apart from that, stakeholders, अगर आपकी कोई फैक्ट्री चलाते हैं और आपके डिस्टर्बेंस से, स्मोक से या आवाज़ से दूसरी फैक्ट्रीज अफेक्टेड होती हैं, तो that is not a good thing. So you have to take care of those neighbors, your stakeholders also. Then only you can be called as a good company which you take care of customers and stakeholders. So now understand what is ISO is not. It is not a product standard. ये product के बारे में कुछ नहीं बताता है. That is, you have to decide which product specification you have to follow. It is not a technical standard. It doesn't specify any technicality. It does not specify what the objective relating to the quality or meeting customer need should be. So you have to decide what objective you have to set. And it is not a system of documents. And ISO 9001 cannot be marked on your product. So it is forbidden that you should not mark ISO 9001 on the product, and it give a misleading information to the consumer that product is meeting the requirement of the standards. So ISO 9000 is for the organization to meet its quality requirement. Now what are the features of this ISO 9001? It is one plan, do, check, act cycle, control and improvement, customers and regulatory requirements, risk assessment, organization knowledge, and corrective actions. So let's come to the PDCA. So anything you plan the activity. So you plan the activity and then do it. You perform the activity and check whether it has been performed as you planned or not. If it is not, if there is a slight deviation, then you take the corrective action, you act on it. So this is the way you have to define your process and do this PDCA. And while doing it, you will improve, because any deviation observed, you have to improve on it. And then again plan, again do it. So this is the continuous cycles. So this will improve your activity, that is continual improvement. Now coming to the regulatory and customer requirement, it tells you that you have to see what are the regulation, what are the statutory requirement applicable to your organization. So you have to list out and you have to comply so that no violation you perform while carrying out your activity of the organization. Like आप गाड़ी खरीदते हैं, तो गाड़ी खरीदे तो उसके साथ क्या क्या आता है? आपको रजिस्ट्रेशन करना है गाड़ी का, आपको PUC लेना है, जो गाड़ी चला रहा है उसके पास लाइसेंस होना चाहिए, तो हम ये देखते हैं कि ये हमारी रेगुलेटरी रिक्वायरमेंट। द सेम टाइप ISO टेल यू फॉर योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वॉट एवर इज एप्लीकेबल यू हैव टू टेक दैट रेगुलेटरी, कंप्लाई विद द रेगुलेटरी रिक्वायरमेंट्स। नाउ द रिस्क असेसमेंट, एवरी एक्टिविटी हैज़ अ रिस्क, तो आप रिस्क कैसे असेस करेंगे? बिकॉज व्हेन यू टेक ISO 9001 you have to consistently deliver your services product to the consumer. तो लेकिन आपकी हर एक एक्टिविटी हैज़ अ रिस्क, सो आप वो रिस्क को कैसे एड्रेस करेंगे? तो यू हैव टू लिस्ट आउट द रिस्क सो दैट यू एड्रेस, और आपके पास मिटिगेशन प्लान होगा। सपोज दैट रिस्क हैपन्स, सो यू हैव अ मिटिगेशन प्लान सो दैट योर सर्विस इज नॉट अफेक्टेड टू द कंज्यूमर्स। सो there is again it give you the chart like how to rate the risk, like it may be very low, moderate, high and extreme. Accordingly you have to आपको निकालना है कि किस तरह से मैं इसको रिस्क एसेस मिटिगेट करूँगा ताकि anything happens तो उस समय आपको फायर फाइटिंग नहीं करनी है। इट विल बी ऑल लिस्टेड, दिस हैपन्स तो दिस इज द सॉल्यूशन फॉर दैट। लाइक फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, एक कोई इक्विपमेंट है जो एक स्पेशलाइज इक्विपमेंट है और आपने एक आदमी को ट्रेन किया है टू परफॉर्म दैट टेस्ट। इन केस दैट पर्सन लीव, देन व्हाट विल हैपन? आपका रिस्क आ गया कि यू आर नॉट एबल टू परफॉर्म दैट टेस्ट बिकॉज यू हैव नॉट लिस्टेड मिटिगेशन फॉर दैट। तो उसका मिटिगेशन क्या होगा कि आप यू ट्रेन अनदर पर्सन, स्टैंड बाय पर्सन, इन केस दिस पर्सन इज नॉट देयर देन अदर पर्सन कैन टेक ओवर एंड परफॉर्म द टेस्ट। तो दिस काइंड ऑफ द रिस्क यू हैव टू असेस। And these risks, like we have a quality management system, environmental management system, OSHA system. These are the three major standards. Quality management system deals with the quality of the organization. Environmental, like आप किस तरह से आप environmental concern को address कर रहे हैं, it goes into that. And OSHA is regarding the safety and well-being of the employees working in the organization. तो तीनों के रिस्क मैं आपको एक एग्जाम्पल से बताता हूँ कि जैसे आप एक पर्सन स्कूटर चला रहा है, स्कूटर चला रहा एक एक्टिविटी है, एंड स्कूटर चलाते वक्त अगर उसने ठीक से चलाया, रूल्स फॉलो कर रहा है, तो दैट इज बिकम द क्वालिटी रिस्क उसने किया है। क्योंकि क्वालिटी अगर उसने ठीक से नहीं चलाया, सिग्नल छोड़े तो उसको फाइन लगेगा, तो दैट बिकम अ रिस्क फॉर हिम, सो ही हैज़ टू फॉलो द रूल्स। अब स्कूटर चलाते समय अगर उसने सर्विसिंग नहीं कराई है, उससे पॉल्यूशन हो रहा है, तो दैट बिकम एनवायरमेंटल रिस्क। सो ही हैज़ टू इंश्योर कि उसका PUC कर रखा है, बिकॉज PUC नहीं करेगा तो उसको फिर फाइन लगेगा, तो ही हैज़ टू एड्रेस दोस रिस्क। अगर वो स्कूटर ठीक से नहीं चला रहा है, फॉलो नहीं कर रहा रूल्स एंड किसी को लग गया, तो इट बिकम अ OSHA का रिस्क, वेयर उसका सेफ्टी ऑफ हिमसेल्फ एंड सेफ्टी ऑफ द अदर पीपल ऑन द रोड्स, तो वो हो गया। तो इस तरह से दीज थ्री थिंग्स कैन बी टेकन आउट फ्रॉम द एनी ऑफ द एक्टिविटी यू परफॉर्म इन योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। देन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नॉलेज, एज एंड व्हेन आप अपना कोई भी एक्टिविटी का SOPs बनाते हैं, यू नीड नॉलेज ऑन हाउ टू परफॉर्म दोज एक्टिविटीज। तो आपके नॉलेज बिल्ड होती जाती है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, सो दैट एवरी एक्टिविटी का आपका नॉलेज आप एक्यूमुलेट करते हैं, सो दैट इट इज़ हेल्पफुल फॉर द पीपल वर्किंग ऑन योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। द करेक्टिव एक्शन, एज एंड व्हेन आपका कोई भी फेलियर ऑब्जर्व होता है, एनीवेयर डेफिशिएंसी ऑब्जर्व होती है, तो यू हैव टू डू रूट कॉज एनालिसिस। आफ्टर डूइंग द रूट कॉज एनालिसिस यू टेक द करेक्टिव एक्शन, सो दैट कि आगे ये वापस से ये फेलियर रिपीट ना हो, तो आपको उसका रूट कॉज का एनालिसिस करके करेक्टिव एक्शन लेना है। ट्रेनिंग, बिकॉज कोई भी एक्टिविटी परफॉर्म कर रहा है तो ही नीड टू हैव अ ट्रेनिंग। सो आपको ISO विल टेल यू दैट यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर अ ट्रेनिंग कैलेंडर फॉर अ ईयर। आपको आइडेंटिफाई करने किस किस पर्सनस को आपको ट्रेनिंग देनी है, सो दैट आपके सभी के नॉलेजेबल स्किल अपडेट रहेंगे। So the 8 management principles essential for ISO 9001 is a customer focus, leadership, क्योंकि लीडरशिप का इन्वॉल्वमेंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बिकॉज विदाउट लीडरशिप यू कैन नॉट इम्प्लीमेंट दिस स्टैंडर्ड। सो हिज इन्वॉल्वमेंट इज रिक्वायर्ड टू वेयर द रिसोर्सेज आर रिक्वायर्ड टू बी प्रोवाइडेड, तो ही इज empowered टू डू दैट। Involvement of people, all people are involved in this, because when we do internal audit, quality policy, everything has to be known by all the employees, so it involves the people. Process approach, when you do PDCA, risk-based assessment, these are under the process approach. System approach to the management, continual improvement you have to do. Factual approach to decision making, based on the data what you get, the decisions are taken by the management, that is a factual approach. And mutual beneficial supplier relationship. These are the 8 management principles for ISO 9001. And if you see the standard, standard has 10 clauses. First three are just for scope, normative, and terms and definition. So the plan, do, check, act. The first four clauses are for the plan. Then do is for operation, check is for performance and evaluation, and continual improvement is the act, where any deviation observed, you have to take improvement on that. Now, implementing ISO 9000 will help too. What it will help your organization? Define overall context of your organization to identify who is affected by your work and what they expect from you. As I said, the stakeholders, the customers. Put your customers first, making sure you consistently meet their needs and enhance their satisfaction. So you'll be customer focused. Meet the necessary statutory and regulatory requirements and expand into new market, as some sectors and client require ISO 9000 before doing business. So whenever any client you approach, so they may have a criteria that how to identify which organization we should deal with. So they will put that you should be ISO 9001, so that once you are ISO 9000 or any other management system, we will deal with you. And what is the advantage of implementing? It enables the department to develop SOPs for its function and activity. कुछ चीज़ होती है जो हमें पता होती है कि ऐसे करनी है, but written नहीं होती है. So it will help you in establishing the SOP. So it is a system based, not an individual based. So कोई भी आदमी अगर कोई चेंज छोड़ के चले जाता है तो दूसरा आदमी आता है, तो it is a written down SOPs for him that he has to perform this kind of work. And identify areas for improving functioning of the department. When you will have an internal audit management review meeting, then you get an opportunity to improve functioning of the department. Brings and transparency, accountability of the operation, because everything will be on a black and white, so it will bring the transparency. Facilitate the department to audit itself against the ISO 9001 standards, because it calls for carrying out internal audit among your own departments. So it helps you in auditing yourself as per the standard. Provide a framework for the effective and efficient delivery of service. Improve internal communication process and also provide a platform of getting the people on the same page. And emphasize finding the root cause of the problem so that organization can correct and account for them on a continual basis. So these are the advantages. And if it is implemented initially, it would look like that it is a burden, like additional documentation you have to do for taking this ISO 9001. But it is not like that. Once you gel it with your system, merge it with your system, it will be very helpful for you. It is not a burden, it will ease your operation of activities. So the benefit is increased profit and market share, effective resource management, improved efficiencies, continual improvement, and provide consistent and reliable solution. So these are the major benefits of this. Now this, why ISO 9000 is so still there? It was there since 1987. Why it is still there? Why there is no other alternative for it? So it is the most successful international management standard ever developed. So there is no other option. It is still proven, it still stand right now. And over 2.1 million certificates through the standard were issued across 187 countries. ISO 9001 is the most widely used quality management system in the world. Still it is used. There is no other option for it. Used by enterprise in the private, public, and also in government sector. It can be used by any organization, in spite of whether they are into service, they are into product manufacturing, they are providing consultancies, or a government organization. And it stood the test of time. These standards can be classified into two ways. We have a type A standards, which can be certifiable, which have a requirement which can be certifiable. And type B standards are those standards which support in implementing these standards. So this type B standards are like ISO 9004, guidance for sustained successfully, ISO 14004, environmental management guidelines, and ISO 31000, risk management principles and guidelines. So 31000 give the risk, how to determine the risk in your systems. So these are the guideline standards, and the type A standards are which can be implemented, 9001, 14001, 45001. And why I should get certified? Implementing ISO 9000 means your organization has put in place effective process, trained staff to deliver flawless products or services time after time. So this is one of the advantage what you get. Signaling to your buyers, customers, suppliers, and other stakeholders that you have implemented the standard properly. Some government or public bodies may only contract vendors who have been certified to ISO 9001. So this is the things why you should get certified. I'll give you one example. One of the company owned by Surana family, they have implemented this ISO system in their organization, and they were so much obsessed that they have implemented for their house. They have taken certification for their house. So this was the first house who has taken this 9001 certification. And what it includes, like shortlisting vendors, because we घर पे हम लोग कहते कि सामान इधर से आएगा, तो they have shortlisted the vendor, they documented it. Ensuring food items are free from preservatives and chemicals. उन्हें अपनी requirement बनाई कि हमें preservative वाला खाना नहीं खाना है, तो उन्होंने कहाँ से मिलेगा, तो they have listed that. Organizing kitchen shelf with pet spares of utensils and provisions. तो सभी का उन्होंने किचन शेल्फ तो जनरली ऑर्गेनाइज होता है, बट दिस ऑल्सो हेल्प देम इन ऑर्गेनाइजिंग. लेबलिंग ऑल कंटेनर्स, ताकि गलती से शक्कर की जगह नमक ना पड़ जाए, तो उन्होंने सब लेबलिंग कर ली. चॉपिंग एंड स्टोरिंग ऑल वेजिटेबल्स. प्लानिंग अ फिक्स मेन्यू फॉर द ईयर, उन्होंने पूरा इस साल का एक मेन्यू बना लिया कि कब क्या बनेगा खाने में. एंड नेमिंग एवरी रूम इन द हाउस, घर को भी उन्होंने नाम दे दिया. तो दिस इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट बिकॉज वाइफ को पता है कि यहाँ पे शक्कर रखा है, यहाँ पे नमक रखा है, यहाँ पे चाय पत्ती रखी है. लेकिन कैसे दिन वाइफ नहीं है और हम घुसते हैं किचन में, तो हमें कैसे पता चलेगा कि क्या चीज़ क्या रखी है. तो लेबलिंग होने से अब वो सिस्टम हो गया. इट इज़ नॉट इंडिविजुअल, आपको वाइफ को फ़ोन ही नहीं करना है, आप खुद ही पढ़ के आप बना सकते हैं सामान. तो दिस इट वॉज सो ऑब्सेस्ड कि उन्होंने घर के लिए अपने सर्टिफिकेशन ले लिया इसको. एंड BIS ऑपरेट्स अराउंड 21 schemes in the management system. So this first we started with quality management system, that is ISO 9001, which was started in 1991. After that we had this environmental management system. The quality 9001 is the mother standard from which all other standards have been derived. So जो concept है सब 9001 पे based है. तो environmental management system में क्या है कि आप environmental concern को किस तरह से आपका organization handle करता है, that comes under EMS, that is 14001. उसके अलावा hazard analysis, critical control point related to food industries. Then we started this occupational health and safety management system in 2003. So आपकी जो organization में जो employees है, जो visitors आते हैं, उनकी safety and well-being के लिए. So this standard address and it help you in complying with your labor laws, जो कि again it is for the safety of the laborers. So ये standards काफ़ी popular है OSHAs में. And then we have a food safety management system, FSMS, that is ISO 22000, which we started in 2006. So this is for the food manufacturing industry who take this certification. Then we have a service quality management system, SQMS. This is our own standard. This is not an ISO standard. This is IS 15700. These standards certify the organization who are delivering the time-bound service to the consumers. तो जिनके चार्टर्ड सिटीजन चार्टर्ड में लिखा हुआ है कि मुझे इतने सर्विस इतने टाइम पे देना है, तो दैट इज लिस्टेड एंड वी आर सर्टिफाइंग दोज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. तो आवर क्लाइंट्स वी आर सर्टिफाइंग टू GST डिपार्टमेंट, वी आर सर्टिफाइंग टू कस्टम्स, वी आर सर्टिफाइंग टू पोस्ट ऑफिस, वी आर सर्टिफाइंग टू इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट, एंड वेरी सून वी आर अप्रोच टू पुलिस स्टेशन ऑल्सो बिकॉज दे ऑल्सो हैव टू डिलीवर द टाइम बाउंड सर्विस. तो वी ऑल्सो इन प्रोसेस ऑफ सर्टिफाइंग दोज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. So these comes under this. Then we have an energy management system, that is ISO 50001. So how your energy performance you are doing, how efficient you are working on this energy sector. So this standard help you in achieving those things. And then we have a medical device, social accountability, adventure tourism, road traffic safety management system, integrated milk system, ready mix concrete certification, education or organization quality management system for all education institute. We have a UMS. And then we have also started anti-bribery management system, ABMS. So this is also one of the most important standard which we started 2 years back, and we are targeting most of the government organization to take this ABMS certificate. And it is not only government, even the private sectors also they are taking this ABMS certificate. Most of the multinationals they are already certified under ABMS. Because the requirement comes like this, when suppose you are dealing with the US companies, so US company wants Indian companies that they should not indulge in the corrupt practices. So how you are going to prove that we are not indulging in corrupt practices? So this is one of the way you to take this certification of ABMS, and they trust that. If you have a ABS certification, then they will trust and they will deal with you. They will believe on you that you have complied with all the requirement. And then we have an information security management system. This is also ISO 27001. This is also growing nowadays because it helps you in securing your data from the attacks, from hackers attack. So this is now every organization is going towards this 27001. Then we have a medical device. This is a pipe drinking water management system certification. This is our own standard IS 17482. This also we have in talk with all municipal corporation to take this certification, so that our motive is that any water coming in your tap is drinkable. You don't have to doubt the quality of the water. So we want that kind of things to come in India, so that you don't need ROs. You can directly drink from the tap. So we are working on this. We are helping the municipal corporation to come forward, develop the system so that all water, whatever coming in the tap, will be drinkable. We and first application we have received from Nagpur Municipal Corporation, and very soon we will be granting license to them for this. And then we have a conformity assessment for milk and milk products. There are a lot of milk products are covered under this. And now we have going to launch one more scheme called Conformity Assessment Scheme for Online Consumer Reviews. Now what happens whenever you purchase anything on e-commerce site, like Amazon, Flipkart, what you do, you take the review. You read the reviews, what other consumer have posted. Based on that, you make a judgment that, okay, all are good reviews, so you can go ahead for purchasing those products. But are these reviews are genuine? Are they only projecting the good reviews and not projecting the bad reviews? So there has to be some system to check whether they are doing it in a fair way. So government is working on making it mandatory that all publishing reviews organization has to take a certification from BIS, and BIS will see that they have a well-proven system that they do all, display all the fair reviews. So this will help in consumer in believing those reviews, whatever is posted by those organizations. Now coming to this, the latest revision of this 2015, 9001, these are all high-level structures. Means all clauses will be same in all kind of standards. Like 9001 have 10 clauses. The same clauses will be there in 14,000. Same clauses will be there in 45,000, 50,001, 37,001. So why it has been made same? Because it want to simplify. If you take a multiple certification, जैसे आपने ISO 9001 लिया, 14,001 भी लिया, 45,001 भी लिया. So इससे क्या होगा कि आप सिंगल मैनुअल पे एक ही क्लॉज पे एक ही बात हो रही है, तो it become very easy for the organization to implement this standard in a single manual. So that has been brought into 2015. Common terms, risk and opportunity, सभी स्टैंडर्ड में बात हो रही है इसकी. And uniform text like leadership, performance evaluation. तो ये सब एक ही स्टैंडर्ड में सभी में एक ही चीज बात हो रही है. And now there are so many organizations who is giving this certification. Many private organizations are giving this. So why you should choose BIS? Because BIS is the only government body who is giving this certification. We are reasonably priced because we are not on profit making. We are no profit, no loss basis organization. So we only take the cost what is incurred by us. And we are accredited by NABCB because accreditation is very important. We audit the firms, but we also get audited. हमने कुछ कर दिया, that is not final. हमें भी rules के हिसाब से चलना है, and we also get audited. We also receive NC if any deviation is observed. So our most of the system 9,001, 14,000, 45,000, 50,000, 22,000 all are accredited by NABCB. And we are the national standard body and founder member of ISO. That's why we put IS/ISO in our standards. Then all these certificates are issued under the Act of Parliament. So that is the only organization who is giving this. And we have around 300 qualified auditors from all technical areas. All auditors have experience in conformity assessment because right from the inception, we are into certification only. Timely service, we have a pan-India presence, and we have a reputed clientele. And these are the charges which we have reduced recently in August. The license fee, which we used to charge 30,000 for 3 years, has been brought to 2,000 rupees. So drastic reduction is there. And for medium scale, it has become from 15,000 to 1,000 rupees. For micro, 15,200. So micro, if you can see, the audit charges has been brought from 9,000 to 3,000 rupees. So in this 3,000, we will pay 5,000 to the auditor and the travel expenses. So it is a loss for us, but overall, we want to give a service to the industries, the organizations. So we have reduced the charges drastically. And the Western Region Office, we are operating around 331 licenses, and pan-India we have around 1400 plus licenses. Most of the clients are from defense, like most of the ordnance factories who was manufacturing weapons and ammunitions are taking certification from BIS. Plus, all the nuclear power stations are certified by us. All the inspecting agencies like CQE, SQEs are certified by us, who are doing audits, inspection for the nuclears, defense and weapons, all are certified by us. So we have a big clientele. And this is our geographical location of the western region. We operate from Maharashtra and Gujarat, and some districts of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and one district of Telangana. This is though any organization falling within this area has to apply to western region. And this is our certification journey, where when we receive an application, we carry out a stage 1 audit to assess their readiness. And then we carry out a stage 2 audit to see the conformity, implementation of this system. And we grant the license for 3 years. And every year we have a surveillance, and in the end of 3 years, we again have a recertification audit for further renewal. There's one more features, like many of the organizations have taken this certification from various other bodies. So you can switch over from your current certification to BIS anytime. With the same cycle will be maintained. Whatever they have left, we will carry forward those things. So that provision is there. So it's not like that you have to, if you decide to take certification from BIS and you will wait for that certification to end, it is not like that. Anytime you can switch to BIS. So this is all from my side about the management system, what BIS is doing in this. So any query, anything, you can tell me or you can mail us. So we will reply to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening us about the features of management system certifications, and we believe the knowledge imparted to us today will help us in promoting sustainable industrialization, fostering innovation, and driving economic development. We are truly grateful for your contributions for today's discussions. Finally, it's my pleasure to introduce Shri Anurag Sir, Scientist C and Deputy Director. Today, he will share BIS vision on the future of standardization. Let's welcome Mr. Anurag with a warm round of applause.
So good afternoon all. So we will be talking about future of standardization. In this session, we will not only talk about the future, we will also talk about what we have achieved till date, what we are doing in the standardization process, what the developed countries are doing, and moreover, most important part, what we expect from the industries, industry associations, and different stakeholders of BIS. The process and the goals of the standardization cannot be achieved through silo working or through an individual organization. So what BIS is being doing and what we expect is that we need to broaden our spectrum. We need to have different consumers, different industries, different industry associations, different segments of industries also, from MSMEs to large industries, because there has been a stagnation from the stagnation and more information sharing from the large industries, but we were not able to tap the MSMEs. So we are expanding our spectrum of stakeholders in developing the standardization processes. So first we will talk about what we have achieved. Right now we have more than 15,000 experts from government, industries, academia, and R&D organizations, consumer groups with us, who are part of 398 sectional committees, 1191 working panels, 1,013 working groups under 17 divisional councils. There are more than 23,000 standards which have been published by BIS, and in that more than 50% of the products are, the standards are product standards. We are publishing around 2,500 new standards every year, and we are even revising the old standards which are already published in the BIS portal. We are participating members of 560 technical committees of ISO, 130 technical committees of IEC, We are now there is a concept whenever we are making a new standard or whatever the old standards are there, we are putting up under action research projects or R&D projects before pursuing the revision of that particular standard. So we are having standardization cells in ministries and industries. As the sir in the initial sessions also told that even the industry associations can create standardization cells through the BIS portals. So in that way, we are right now having 17 premier institutions who are having chairs of standardizations. We are having 80 MOUs with other technical institutions, and these premier institutions are the IITs of India. There, we are even having more than 700 Manak Manthan already organized. There are more than 10,000 standard clubs of BIS, which includes more than 1 lakh students of different schools and colleges. We are imparting face-to-face trainings to district heads. We have gone from the panchayats to districts to center. We have covered all segments of the hierarchy of the government organizations so that we can impart the knowledge about the standardization and what are the different standards available for them. We have conducted around more than 1.9 lakh Gram Panchayat meetings also. So as I already told that we will be also talking about what the developed countries are doing. So these developed countries are having more than 50 to 70% of the standards being proposed or drafted by the industries. So it is not based on force push base, it is on a pull basis. The industries are pursuing the government organizations or the national standards body of that particular country, and they are putting their different kind of standards, or whenever there is a change in the testing methodology or manufacturing processes, there is an upgradation. They are suo moto coming to the standard making bodies, and they are informing about these changes, and they are submitting the drafts for the same. Even these industries or labs or academic institutions, they are working, they are having R&D projects on different standards, different products, and they are submitting the studies of these particular projects to the national standards body of the country. And with that, the standards are getting revised and upgraded with the current scenarios. Now, why we are here? So we have all the industries and industry associations. We need to collaborate. As I already told that we are broadening the spectrum of our stakeholders. We need to collaborate so that we can be reckoned in as one of the best in the world, so that India can also be can take a big role in the ISO and IEC meetings. And moreover, we can have a quality ecosystem in the country also. Now, we will talk about the future of standardization. With the past technological changes and innovations of manufacturing service sectors, the standard formulation process also has to be faster and quicker. We need to have technical committee management's meetings flexible and enough to have the best minds in the industry, academic, and working institutions. So, other than this, I will just add on directly. You can read that. The industry associations or the industries, whenever you are seeing any upgradation in the manufacturing processes, you can put those studies to BIS, and we can implement those changes in the standards. We are lacking in these parts, as the sharing of information is not that transparent and not easy to BIS. Now, even we are switching to smart standards, where we are making this, we are moving away from the PDF versions of standards to XML standardizations. I will talk about this in the later slides. So we want a great pool of experts in our domain, so that the information sharing from different spectrums of stakeholders can be there. There should be a strong linkage with the startup ecosystem to be put in place, because they are going into novel technologies which are yet to be standardized. Then again, sustainability issues to permeate every aspect of the standards. This I already told that standardization cells in the industry associations should be revisited to have a technical experts representing the whole spectrum of manufacturing. Now in industry associations also there might be stagnation or there might be concentration of different one segment of industry only. So in that case they can have right contributions from every sectors, like even from the MSMEs they have the information sharing from them and they can be a part of it. Standardization cells to adopt detailed program of work, it should not be restricted to this, but it can also incorporate other things also. For example, identification of the subjects of formulating new standards, identification of standards for revision, preparation of annual program for standardization incorporating, and so forth. So industry associations can put drafts for new standards and even for revision of the old standards, and they can submit it to the BIS for incorporating it into it. Now the committee management. So BIS is before formulation of a new standard or revision of a standard, there are section committees in BIS. Now these section committees are lacking experts from different fields of manufacturing sector or consumer groups. So we expect that the industry associations and the industries can take part to become and nominate themselves to be a part as an expert in these sectional committees. So whenever someone is getting nominated for being as an expert in the sectional committee, they will be having a training in the NITS, which is in the Noida. They will be informed about what are the process and in what schedule they need to work and what are the guidelines for it. So even with this standardization process, we can enhance our international footprint also. Standards acceptable to a large number of nations facilitate the country's international trade. So if our standard is upgraded and as per the current manufacturing and technological requirements, then these standards can also be acceptable in the international trade also. For example, many people are manufacturing based on ASTM method, ASTM requirements, but why not ISI? So in this way, so if our standards are as per the current norms, it can be acceptable to different industries and different countries also. As I already told that we depend on the nominated experts and participants from the industries and from BIS also. Again, we request the industries, academics to have R&D projects based on standards or different products, and they can come up with a study, because actual working is being done by the industries, and they are handling different scenarios for different products. So it will be a request that you are working on it and you are submitting those reports, and you can even talk to your branch offices regarding it. This I was already, as I already told, that standards in the PDF format have several disadvantages and are difficult to read. So we are moving to smart standards. Smart program intends to convert the standards in the XML format in the form of digital data sets and make them machine readable. So it becomes easy to read in the machine, and it can be directly uploaded into the PLC method, PLC of the systems also, and that can work as per the requirement of the standard. It makes it easy, and even for the customer reading and navigate in different clauses of the standard, it makes it easy. Now, this is an important part, that the sustainability of these standards. Again, this is an important part because the framework says that the sectional committee should take into account the carbon footprint of a product with respect to the raw materials, sourcing of raw materials, manufacturing process, test method, waste disposal, and recycling of the waste. Now, most of the large countries are having footprint guidelines for them. So whenever there is a change in the raw materials or manufacturing process, that can increase or decrease your footprints, carbon footprints. Now, these data or these studies can be get only through the manufacturing sector. So you can have a study for that, and you can even inform BIS regarding what kind of effect it is having on the carbon footprint because of a standard or because of some requirements of a standard. What we are doing right now, is that we are having different Manak Mantras, as Sheetal Patil sir also told you about Manak Mantras. We are discussing about the draft standards, new amendments, new revisions to different standards, and we expect from the industry that you take part in these Manak Mantras so that the requirements once finalized can be used directly by the manufacturing sector, and it's not creating any kind of problems in using it. Then we are even having resource person teams. We already conducted a few meetings with the resource person teams also. So industry people can even join that and help BIS in spreading the awareness of the standardization. We are having quality connect programs. Then exposure visits are organized in the different industries. And BIS Care App already sir has explained. So this was one part of the session. The other part is the IC 89 general meeting, which sir already informed you about in the starting session. It will be conducted in the from 8 to 19 September 2025. So BIS will be representing India in that meeting. India is participating member in 130 technical committees and an observing member in the 50 technical committees. The event will be having different seminars and workshops, and there will be a global collaboration. There will be around more than 500 Fortune companies from the electrotechnical sector who will be there. We expect participation from you also during these meetings, so that you can have an idea about the views and different information that are being shared by them. So this is a schedule. We have already put the pamphlets in the folders, which you all are having. We will be showing a video. It is a message from the Director General of BIS.
In the land where innovation meets ancient wisdom, where technology intertwines with tradition, and where progress is meant for all, India invites you to the IEC General Meeting from 8th to 19th September 2025 in New Delhi.
India is one of the largest economies of the world and one of the fastest economic trajectories. It is home to a large number of industries, more than 1,000 plus academic institutions, R&D organizations with a growing presence of startups, driving innovation and entrepreneurship in emerging electrotechnical areas to achieve the vision of an all-electric and connected society. Our government and industry are investing heavily in the new and emerging areas. Imagine a world where cities are smart, energy is green, and technology seamlessly integrates with everyday life. At the IEC General Meeting in India, you will get an exclusive preview of pioneering advancements in electrotechnology. Engage with visionaries and industry leaders as they share innovations in emerging areas like renewable energy, smart grids and digital transformation. This is not just a conference, it's a window into the future. India is a global leader in electrotechnology. With the world's third largest startup ecosystem, India has become a hub of innovation, from spearheading renewable energy initiatives to developing smart cities. India is at the forefront of technological advancements. The nation's ambitious projects, such as the International Solar Alliance and the Digital India campaign, exemplify its commitment to sustainable and inclusive growth.
We are excited to host the IEC General Meeting for the 4th time, following past events in 1960, 1997 and 2013. This time, the mega event will highlight latest technological advancements and explore their implications for global standards and practices. Join us to hear from industry leaders, engage in insightful sessions, and connect with professionals from around the world. Don't miss this opportunity to collaborate and stay at the forefront of innovation.
Spanning across state-of-the-art venues, the event will host over 1,500 experts, leaders and officials to join multiple sessions and will be showcasing innovative technologies from AI to robotics, entrepreneurship to sustainable zero-carbon technology. It covers all.
Be part of this extraordinary convergence of minds and ideas. The International Electrotechnical Commission General Meeting in India is more than an event. It's a movement towards a smarter and sustainable future.
We are excited to have the opportunity to welcome you all to the great capital of our country.
Presentation. We truly appreciate the insights you have shared and we look forward for implementing your valuable suggestions in our future endeavors. As we approach the conclusion of today's program, it is my privilege to invite Scientist D and Joint Director Shri Trinath Sir to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the Bureau of Indian Standards. Shri Trinath Sir, may I kindly request you to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Trinath Kottapalli. I am glad to be standing here to express my vote of thanks on behalf of BIS. First and foremost, a sincere thanks to our chief guest, Sri Sachin Koreji, for accepting our invitation and for being present here with us today. A special thanks to our guest of honor, Srimati Shraddha Raneji and Dr. Narendra Gangalji, for taking their valuable time out and for being present here with us today. I would also like to thank our Deputy Director General Western Region, Sri Sanjay Goswami sir, for his valuable welcome address. Sir has very well explained about our history of BIS and various new initiatives taken by BIS. I would also like to extend my sincere thanks to our BIS colleagues for their valuable and technical presentations. Then I would like to convey my gratitude to Shri Pinaki Gupta sir, Head Mobo 1, and Prem Sajni Madam, Head Mobo 2 for their continuous support. I would also like to thank Harshita Patil ji and Srishti ji for their valuable comparing. Then I would like to convey my gratitude to Bamar Lari team and Bharat Ratnam team for their administrative support. And last but not the least, I would like to thank each and every one of you for making this program a grand success. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, sir, for gracious words of gratitude and appreciation. Your acknowledgement of everyone's effort is truly heartening. Today's event has been an inspiring and enriching experience for all of us, and we are deeply grateful to each and every individual who contributed to making it a resounding success. I hope you all found today's sessions insightful and enriching. Events like this remind us of the importance of coming together as a community to exchange ideas, celebrate achievements, and envision a brighter future. As we conclude the seminar marking BIS Foundation Day, let us carry the knowledge and inspiration gained today into our future endeavors. Remember, this is just the beginning of many more meaningful discussions and collaborations to come. As we part ways for the moment and gear up for the challenges ahead, let's remember the words of Helen Keller. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Now, we invite you to join us for lunch on the 5th floor. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you, everyone.